Wait, why is it not? Hello, everybody. Freaking Commander X is still streaming, even though he hasn't been there for a long time. Oh my days. Getting my Discord announcement. I get to do my my favorite. Wait, kink and replies. Oh no. I just typed in Twitter kink and replies. Oh no. Whoops. Self promo Commander X stream. I already did it. I already did. What do you think I did? Hey, Suvlakai, Sticks, Wasim, Hades Overdrive. Thank you for the sub. Scuff Gem Mongrel. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's windy outside. You guys hear the cheers?
Sometimes I don't expect it out of someone like Crispy though, but Axo stopping that momentum from SSG is big.
Super big here because they also have the.
Can you guys hear that? How's that audio for you?
You can use
cheers, Jen.
Here, and I think you're feeling pretty confident in the success rate.
Suvlaki. Suvlaki.
This is a little deep though.
Suvlaki. Suvlaki. Did I get it? Wait. Audio's good. Okay. Saw Space Station lost the first map. Tragedy. Hottie, my goat. Not even a cheer streamer. Froster. Dude, freaking Commander X. This guy is just straight up. I thought he fell asleep. I thought he fell asleep. This guy's straight up just farming on ad revenue.
Yeah, and then you expended
this guy.
You know, it just is kind of there to help.
Is this the classic London Spitfire early season spawn? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Ash Dynamite, though, look at how much pressure that's putting on.
I have no idea. I don't know. You can stream the actual games now. That's nice. Yeah. It's yeah. Change from the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing. Now you can actually do it now. Gambles here. Where are my predictions? Chat. How do I do predictions? Ah, frick. How do I do predictions? Okay. Here's a priority list. I have to update the Patreon plug here. Wait. Is there even the does the Patreon command even work? Frick. Okay, remind me, I have to update the Patreon command. I have to add the little logo thing to plug so that I can eat. And then I also need to do Preds. We will do it. I know Patreon works, but I want to do Patron as well because it's on the thing here. So hangs tight. This is kind of a cool comp. Like the anti-dive stuff for the Ash Tracer is pretty juicy. Are you going to review the WAC versus Falcons game eventually? Was that today? I might review it. Maybe we'll do a scouting report instead of a scouting report. It depends on Overwatched. Like, what's the deal with Overwatch? When are we scrimmaging? Hey, Ritz. It's going well, mate. Going pretty good, actually. Worst case scenario, there's no OWCS Saturday, right? So, like, worst case scenario, I think probably... Yeah, I don't know. We'll do it. We'll do it. Well, I know the Patreon command works. It's the Patron command, like without the E. Why is Space Station running dive when they're a Brawl 1 trick? I mean, they're not a Brawl 1 trick. They've had a lot of success with dive even earlier in the meta. They were even beating like Ints on stuff like about a month back. So I think they're comfortable on this map, and yeah. I mean, also Psycho Tracer. Is Orisa actually this good? No, I just think that's maybe just the best Brawl solution that teams have. Like, I don't know. If you're asking me, like, why aren't they mirroring on Winston? I don't know. Like you have to understand that these guys have scrimmed each other a lot, so probably have like insight that maybe X Oblivion is like not that good in the Winston mirror, or maybe they think that like I don't know. I mean, I can tell you how it's supposed to work. Well, that was a nice boop, but I can't tell you like the meta insights. That's impossible. Like almost nobody can answer that question. Saber, thank you for the sub.
They sure make these fights close.
We banned Cloud for the horrible Tracer skin. Oh, I missed it. I'll have to keep an eye out. You gotta do what Commander X is doing for real, bro. I'm not gonna do that. This guy, here's what Commander X says. He makes fun of me for trying to get OGE a job. Which, by the way, that did not go so well. Apparently, OGE does not speak English well, does not write English well, and has no coaching examples whatsoever. So maybe there's a little bit of iCult. Could have told you so. And then this guy AFK stream bar. Who's the chick streamer that was doing that with Overwatch? The scumbag that was just like AFK stream, like drop stream farming for like the longest time. Who was it? Yeah, Eva Langwin. Yeah, freaking Eva Langwin. Freaking Commander X.
4 meters away, 8 seconds. This is not a far enough push, but the re-engage from the
Push pull. They need the Bob now. They need the Bob now. Oh, yeah, it's too late. I don't think this is. I think this is. I think they cap. Purely for gambling. I mean, bro, it's free ad revenue, right? Like I don't know how bad are Commander X's ads, y'all. Mine are really tame. Mine's like 5 minutes per hour. I turned it up recently too. Freaking Surmage is out there for like 23 minutes per hour. Is he just out at spoons? I have no idea. He probably got shanked, honestly. Bant, thank you for the sub. We were just gambling addicts. Yeah, this guy. I find that a Kappa Ross, as they say. Have you watched the Ents versus TM match? No, I was coaching. Bro got put in a pack. Yeah. Bro got abducted. Knott's got him. That's what he gets for living in Nottingham. Arisamir, third point makes sense. This map is like there's a lot less verticality, or this point, so yeah. That's a sussed out the Bach. I don't know what was going on there. Kitsune rush. That's going to be very kiteable, though. I think that was way too rushed. I think in defense here, it's a little bit too hard to chase because there's no real flank to take to cut the chase off. So I actually think if you're defending here, it's almost always better at that fight location to ult second. Bro, the freaking Commander X's chat is so S tier that they just self-sustain. They don't even need Commander X. You just coin flip, man. You don't even need a streamer. Like nobody goes to Commander X's stream because of Commander X. You go to Commander X stream because of the educated high IQ chat. It's literally Commander X just farming off of his community. It's the scummiest thing I've ever seen in my life. The guy has no personality, nothing to bring to the table. All he does, he just farms out the fact that the most interesting people watch him. On accident, total accident. Whereas I have personality, I have pedigree, I have breeding, and yeah. Rissa ultimate, whiffers. Any whiffers in chat? Doesn't matter though. I think he should be okay. Should be okay. Should be okay. Should be okay. Yes, he's okay. Pretty good from Space Station there. Sound jealous? No, I'm not jealous. I'm giving respect where credit is due. Commander X has surrounded himself with extremely talented people. I don't want a coin flip command. Why would I need a dude, you guys want a coin flip? Bro, I'll freaking flip a real coin for you if you guys want. You guys, I'll get a freaking coin. I'll do it.
Those Winston jumps and keep yourself safe when you have so many different corridors that the enemy team can hide around. So I love being able to see this from Space Station. They've got a great coach and Christopher to help put them on the right path to success, and somebody who also knows this team inside and out. I love to be able to see those strategies come through, and that was the little bit of extra je ne sais quoi.
No. See, I can one up even that. I can one up even that, bro. I got a freaking cup with like felt, and we'll roll the dice. We'll roll the dice, y'all. Guys, do Space Station Gaming win this map? Let's roll the dice, y'all. Let's roll the dice. Let's go. Let's check it. Okay. What we got here? We got 2 3s. Not bad. Wait, 50-50. There's a 1. There's a 2. There's a 4 and a 6. Not that great. Not that great. I'm not feeling very optimistic.
Out of SSG, and you heard it in the comms.
Not that great of a dice roll. Now, if we'd had like 3 1s or 4 1s, maybe a couple more 6s,
She capped because of that.
not that good.
So important communication.
You're calling the people around you useless? Some of you, yes. You deserve it.
The synergy, but also the confidence.
Yeah, we're going to have to create a science for interpreting the dice, I think.
Because they are the ones that are leading the charge.
Wasn't like a statistically average roll? No.
You gotta
No.
know that they are able to hold down that.
Not for my dice. My dice are special.
Side swaps now, and it is going to be a hottie on the Orisa for the defense and Chase on. The
So Winston defense when they have the map control, which is interesting from Ex Oblivione. What is happening to the bit right here, ladies and gentlemen? This is like
jungle right now.
Yeah, like Winston.
colorful snowstorm going on here. Yeah, but yeah, the Orisa
That's why Hottie
attack, basically, when you don't have the space control. That's very interesting.
get to see
So,
Hottie swap to something like this. So
makes you want to play Brig.
on him, and
Yeah.
he doesn't have any armor.
Good attack. They're going to cap. Love to see it.
Enough damage.
Your viewers went down by 10 from that.
Go in and clean up all the
It was probably just the bad viewers that we talked about. The ones that we don't like.
Good disengage and then.
Wait, no, I'm an idiot. They're attacking with Winston. I'm sorry.
Best Lucios in the world has been such a huge boon to this team.
Total opposite of what I said. I'm an idiot.
Those comms are going to be clear, and the game plan is easy.
Is Space Station a rename? Yeah. What were they initially? It was We Spitfire, right?
Not only is he helping in terms of the healing, but also the damage output. From
Bad Patch Tomorrow. Is Bad Patch? No, never mind.
SSG just need to have Hottie drop.
Kitsune Mirror. Ooh, Sparker. Cloud gets doinked.
And well, who cares? Because Sparker's just gonna get first picks like that. Shockwave isn't as lucky.
Yeah, maybe we'll check it out. Oh, Canal.
Set and
Double donkers.
sure doesn't matter too much. EXO are losing a lot.
English is hard. I get it. Yeah. Since I'm such a smart boy, I guess I got to go to Commander X's stream. Yeah, sure.
And with no ultimates used either. How nice is that? That they were able to
Enjoy the echoing silence.
a very neutral
And just enjoy being exploited by a man from Nottingham. Like, if that doesn't keep you up at night, I don't know what will.
that Exoblione have. So Space Station, like they should be able to convert here, knowing it's like
Kitsune beat. I mean, ults are pretty much even here. Obviously, Primal's a much better ultimate than Orisa, especially in this matchup.
necessarily always landing
So I can gamble and get smarter. We'll gamble after this one.
Kitsune rush from EXO to establish themselves on the point.
Just remember, you got to keep Commander X's stream with the mute tab on so that he still gets the ad revenue. Just because he's stupid and friendless and brainless doesn't mean that I don't want him to be, taken care of financially.
Ultimates.
I don't know how the frick Psycho just died there, but that has to be something that we'd want to look at in a clip. Shockwave on the angle. Shockwave does not have slide. He's in danger, but he's able to stay alive. They have no ultimates here besides the pulse bomb trades. It's pretty even right now.
Back on the high ground. They need to find access to someone like Sparker who
Cloud has the pulse. Both tracers are back here. Crispy's really low. Dive is forced. They use the pulse. There's the Suzu. Pulse is used on Orisa, I think, as well. So both tanks basically taking the brunt there. Both Suzus used. Bubble coming out from Chase. Pulse was not used from Cloud. I'm sorry.
them quite yet. They are good on the initial
Pulse has to be used at some point here, right? Surely. He's not getting the angle that he wants for it.
disengages at the right time.
And so there's been a lot of kiting there. Good pick on a hottie, though, but this has been really a war of attrition. I'm surprised that we didn't look to see Shockwave taking the top left. That to me is the priority here, especially with only 2 ticks there. Would have been to get Shockwave on the top sooner than to just Kitsune Rush to finish it off. Is there replay codes for these? I don't know. I think there might be. I know that they had an updated list, but I don't know if there's replay codes for this one. It is on live.
the extra cherry on top and
Don't get OWC drops as your co-streaming. Yes. Oh, yeah. Make sure that you guys have your OWCS stream muted as well if you want the drops. Because you don't get the companion stream drops. Comer Codex, thank you for the sub, man. A gifted sub. Hobbsit, Semica Gamer, Tabasco 250 milliliters, and Cherry Blossom Tortoise.
this is where the win state becomes
Got the better Spilo in a physical altercation.
you get a chance to play around but Space Station is wrapped around the team.
This is looking so cooked for EXO. Like
He just blinded me with his head.
near this team. EXO are very split.
Suzu and Beat used there.
Sound barrier from
That's a pretty decent trade for Shockwave there, and they're going to get Fortify as well. Primal's used. There's not enough fallout from the Tracer. Beat is also layered as well. That's kind of a messy ult trade from both teams, but definitely going to favor Space Station there. Especially considering Primal here is like unironically quite a pretty good ultimate here if you get the opportunity. It just didn't work out. Chili, thank you for the sub. Congrats on the 6 months and congrats on the new badge.
You run playing the dive is you get
I need a motivational speaker right now for what? What do you need motivation for?
Running the dive is
Arisa pilled? Yeah.
Took them a little bit. Unleashing when they were running the Doom Fist, it took them like
Hadi's a good Arisa.
40 seconds.
I don't know if they've had enough reps on it to make it work. You made a tracer sandwich.
Same here as Space Station are
Oh dear.
taking these fights
No ults here besides Kitsune. Then the no ults besides Arisa, so this will be interesting. Kitsune definitely the advantage here, but Space Station does. Oh, there's a shot. I was gonna say Space Station has the map control advantage in terms of the choke, so it should be easier to set up an Arisa ult. They're gonna try and trade. They're gonna try and trade. They're gonna try and trade. It's not gonna work out, and that's a free fight win.
With an Orisa, you can just play around your
As long as Chase doesn't end here, and he does not. Okay, we're good.
make a mistake. Maybe like this
Look at this guy. Are they staggering Hottie? They're staggering Hottie. Oof, that was good. Nice. What's up, Gabe? We're going to get the... Don't yell at me, Gabe. We're going to get the thing set up in a second. We just went live as quickly as we could because this map was starting. But I'll have the commands and all the kind of stuff and the little logo thing. Ooh. I like this Kitsune. I like this Kitsune a lot. Can they get... Oh, can they need to kill Sparker? That's what I call a stagger ult. Where it's not a clean team wipe, but as they're regrouping, you just use an ultimate to secure an extra pick. And it basically means that they don't actually get a clean recontest. If they force recall there's the recall. Psycho's out. They should get the cap off of this. There's the Arisa ult for zoning. Fortify is used. Hottie should die soon-ish. Suzu. Come on. Hottie. No, they get the kill on Crispy. Overextending. And Hottie lives long enough to get the Fortify cycle again. Primal's there. No, they're not. They're going to save it. Oh, wait. No, this is it. Oh, no. He didn't press Q. Oh, no. I just realized that this is 10 seconds, yo. Beat engage. Oh, that's a fumble by Ex Oblivione. That was a really good start to that fight. They just didn't get the resource trader to kills that they wanted after getting the kill on Sparker, and just nothing happens. Pulse bomb. Oh, they get the kill on Funny Astro though. Yeah, I was gonna say no C9 here, right? No, this is it. Even with the primal, it's not gonna matter. Unlucky. That sucks, man. He actually had the chance to press Q there too. It's a team game. A lot of carry yourself even if you're hard carry. Oh, wasn't I supposed to have a pep talk here? I can't improve out of coaching. Oh, for Overwatch rank. Yo, mate, honestly, listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing with improvement. Patience, application, and not overwhelming yourself. Patience, focus on improving, not in winning, and just and not overwhelming yourself with new information. Just give yourself a little goal, work at it, be patient, take breaks, enjoy the process, don't beat yourself up too much. Be patient. Did I get on an X Fantasies League? Do I sound like somebody that would be interested in a fantasy league? I go out there and do sports myself. Why would I want to be part of that's the most boomer thing ever. The only people that don't actually participate in sports are in fantasy leagues. That's the cringiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Grown men playing a fantasy league. What's next? We're going to be all role players here? They role played as well? You're a boomer? I am just not a boomer. A boomer. Dang it. A boomer. A boomer. Dang it. Okay, we have to get our... How do we do our betting? Betting. How do I do this, chat? Predictions? Prediction. Start prediction. Wait, why is this so crappy? Wait, how do I do this? Is it prediction? Wait, here. So you guys can see this here. So it's prediction, but it's it's choosing. I don't think it's prediction, is it? Yes or no? You see what I'm saying? So it's do I do? But there's how do you do it? Well, I know, but it's a yes or a no. But instead of okay, I'm just gonna do it. Fine. Prediction. No, not freaking purge. Prediction. Start prediction. Does SSG win? Map win? Question mark? Yes. No.
And I'm happy to see that the answer to that is yes. We were asking the
2 minutes, right? That seems reasonable.
Out to be able to play against the huge variety of compositions that we can see coming out of EXO. And
wait, what do you mean wait?
We might have to see yet another switch up as
in win the next map, you morons.
always Winston here, and it should not be. It should not be Winston on this map. But we've seen a lot of Malga. We've seen a lot
Okay,
of
did that work?
take these streets.
And just pointing out some stats.
Oh, which team will win the map? Shoot, I need to do that. I'll do that next time. I'll do that. I'll do that the next time. I'll do that next time. Sorry.
Survivability that you have more on the Orisa when high grounds are important, sure, but the way that SSG,
hang on.
they like kind of swapped. Usually it's Hottie that plays Winston, but the way SSG anchored down with the Orisa is what made Hottie so unkillable. And then that translates into the Tracer stats because Psycho's going to look better in his deaths, in his damage, focusing down a Winston at 13,000 damage versus
okay, I think we got it. Gabe, how does that look?
Damage when Cloud has to chase an Orisa, which is a lot more difficult. There's a lot more threat when there's a javelin to your face that can come out of nowhere, and that's an insta-death for a Tracer. While as a Winston, he zaps, he tickles, but he's not got that crazy pick potential versus a Tracer.
The disruptor shots from Sparker too. It forces
Gabe.
the Tracer into a disadvantageous position. Maybe
Gabrielle.
out of a health pack room or just into the loving arms of someone else's damage on space.
What do you guys think? The play Overwatch thing with me look okay?
Sparker too, to be able to shut down those corridors that
Okay.
Cloud may have wanted to go in with that Tracer, making it a little bit
Looks good?
easier
Okay.
to pick off.
Okay, let's do this. Bro, I lost like 10,000 points yesterday because Space Station Gaming lost the map and Commander X's thing. Thoughts on the Easter Bunny? Now, keep in mind, we don't really have any good channel point things right now, but we are going to do that. We are going to fix. We are going to. That is a goal. King or Rocket for what? Move Cam left a little bit.
And the Winston's goal here is to make Sparker as uncomfortable as possible.
So they're going to go Orisa here. I mean, I think either Orisa or Winston can work here. Okay, let's just try doing that a teeny. Rose Highlight. That's true. Rose Highlight is pretty good. But there's like a lot of things that like the problem with Rose. Yeah, I don't know. We will have to sort it out. The problem is like a lot of the things are always cashed in when I can't do them. 1,000 points for a month free Patreon perks? Maybe, yeah. It needs to be something that's like easier to manage though. It's the problem with all these points is they're always like high intensive managing things. Move Cam lower. I want to see some Schmeat. What does that even mean? Schmeat? Chat, what does Schmeat mean?
A little bit faster, but it's now again Sojourn versus Sojourn, Shockwave versus Sparker. Who can get the leg up in this matchup?
It sounds. Oh, yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. I've learned that when I have to ask that question, I usually know the answer because I can probably predict the category of which the answer is going to be. This is going to be a lot of poking back and forth for Kitsune Rush to see if anybody makes a mistake and or anybody Sojourn hits a shot. The real thing to point out here is that we've got pretty even support ults. And the Winston ult from Chase is not all that important, but having double support ult here and or having a faster Sojourn ult is slightly more important. Chase needs to live. Chase does live. Can they hold the high ground though? And I think they can. Yes. There's a Kitsune high ground, and that's the crucial point. There it is. The Kitsune high ground was all that mattered there, right? So they were able to disengage the other Kitsune, but they were able to maintain high ground, and that's the juice. No, I'm not trolling. I've never heard the term Schmeat. I mean, I could probably guess, but like, I need to stop assuming the best out of you guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. Commander X's chat, so much more intelligent. Is it my fault, chat? Am I creating this culture? Or is it the children that are wrong? I think it's you guys' fault. You're being dono-walled? Yes, obviously. Why are you asking a stupid question that you already know the answer to, then pretending that you're being donut-walled? You know the answer. Why are you asking a question and then after you don't know? Hey, Orb. Is the sun outside today? Is the sun outside today? Is the sun outside today, Orb? Seriously, we do live in a society. Unbelievable, really. Unbelievable. Okay, Winston high ground, more stalemating here. More fun in games with stalemate. Really, really difficult for either team to really take space here. A lot of like shuffling back and forth. I don't even know what you do here, honestly. They have the Sojourn ult in the high ground there. That's good. There's the beat force. There's the Orisa ult force. He does catch Crispy, though. Crispy getting smoked out the wazoo. That's the key thing with these Orisa ults. It's really important for you to catch somebody squishy. Like, it's kind of like obviously stating the obvious there, but like you got to be really careful as a Lucy. You don't get sucked in because that initial like, you get sucked as a Lucy, you're done. because there's so much follow up from the tracers and so on. Like even if it's not even like the full damage to the Aristal, it's just the suckage. Kitsune beat, that's not a very good beat from Ex-Oblivione. It's too far. The Kitsune rush from Space Station is going to be more impactful, more continuous pressure. The question is are they going to be able to keep the high ground? They should be able to. They respond with Kitsune rush, but again, they get the Kitsune rush on high ground. This keeps happening. Like Space Station really should have taken that wasted beat as an opportunity to take high ground there. So this fight is still okay. Yeah, I was going to say it's still winnable for Ex-Oblivione despite that, because they're not really. They needed it. I think they used the Kitsune rush there and then take the high ground for their Sojourn, and then you put yourself in a better position to kite out in general. Winston swap from Hadi. Have you ever played a Persona game? I don't think so. Father's yelling. No. Orb's gonna get me canceled. What is Orb? What is Orb saying? Hadi Winston's to be feared here. Yeah. So a little bit more shuffling back and forth. Ex-Oblivione, honestly, kind of the one at the advantage here, just because Shockwave's going to have generally the better position and slightly higher chances to land rails. But a lot of this neutral advantage is just like who's going to control space. Crispy almost getting crisped again. Beat is available. Will they even want to use it? They could beat engage here. Primal is forced here. That's not great. That's not great. Early Primal's forced. Psycho's recall's forced as well, though. More cart, though, which is, I guess, something. And then now we stalemate. And now they're definitely looking for a beat engage. The question is will Crispy get his beat back? They get the Sojourn on high ground. Yay! Sojourn on high ground, finally. Finally what we needed here. Superior positioning. There's the beat engage in response to Sojourn ult. There's the second beat in response, but then Sparker pops his. And then in general Space Station, as long as Psycho doesn't die, Kitsune for Kitsune! I mean, Space Station has a slightly superior position throughout this entire time here, so they should be able to win this neutral. Man, this is what dive looks like, guys. Like I had this conversation the other day. Dive ends up looking like Poke Wars when it's a dive mirror. A lot of jockeying and shuffling back and forth here. Space Stations maintain the positional advantage, so they eventually steal the cart, and then also Ex-Oblivione has to worry about Primal Rage here, which means they're almost certainly kind of on cloud here to make a play here. They do get the high ground, though, so they kind of jockey, shuffle back to the opposite high ground. Sparker hits the shot. That does end things. And then Pulse Bomb from Psycho to clean things up. And that's going to be a lead here. So we finally break the neutral. You're high ranked to me, but if you're not already playing attention, playing in the basement, we'll watch some high match spot reviews. Yeah. It's crazy how pros never die. Yeah, they're super disciplined with like their cover usage and like disengaging like cooldown disadvantage. Like if it's the push and pull is really important here. Like if you mess up your Suzu or your bubble, like just being aware of what that means. Chase is almost dead. Wow. On the question here, is Ex-Oblivione going to retake the high ground through the choke? Or are they going to try to steal the cart from underneath here? I'm probably going to play this a little bit more patiently until they get closer to their support ults and or play for Chase to Primal High. Because what you can do here is you can use your Primal to clear the high ground there. Hadi gets his Primal forced early there. Shockwave is getting Primal. There's the Primal on the opposite end. Again, that's just trading basically high grounds. Somehow Hadi kills Shockwave there, guys. White Winston differential there, I think. Because that shouldn't happen there. With solo Primal without much follow-up. Generally, it's just going to be more about controlling space.
Will continue their push. Continuing their push for
what clip was that? Was that the Numbani clip? I didn't see. And they're going to snowball this here. Sojourn ult, if this gets one, yeah, that's huge. This is what we call the stagger ult, right? Not a full team fight, but just keeps the ball roll. Oh, Sparker! Oh no, the beat! Oh, but they do kill Chase. Okay, and then the Kitsune rush. This could really go either way. If Shockwave hits a shot here, Shockwave hits a shot. That's it. Now this could go either way. Kitsune rush continual advantage. Psycho has the pulse here, though. I don't know if he'll go for it. He will not. Okay. May the better Ryan win? Yes. Naturally. Yes? Okay, yeah. Is the... Bro, I was so freaking tilted that game, man. I reviewed it afterwards, talked about it afterwards, I think. And there was definitely some things I needed to do better, but that was still pretty rough. Okay, they did get capped, though. Early spawns, PPPP. So we checked to make sure that we did the pred thing already, right? Wait, how do I do the cash in the Preds? How do I do that? How do I do that, chat? Do I do slash predictions? I'm not going to do it just yet, obviously, because the map's not over. But do I do slash predictions?
Solid lead for Space Station, and our series is tied 1-1. It's not like a crazy
Yes, and then in prediction. Got it. Okay. See, we're learning. We're evolving.
I usually start
I'm proud of myself
getting sweaty after 85.
by paywalling that one clip. Yeah.
This is definitely a comebackable, if that's a word for it. So
Still,
Uh-huh. Who see? What? Did I see the MC versus TM game? No, I was coaching, sadly. I could have sworn you've already always done Preds. I mean, I have in the past, but I'm too stupid to manage them. I think it was like Varashi, one of my mods, who did them. I've done them before, but it's been a long time. Guys, what do you guys reckon? Should we roll the dice? Okay, Space Station wins if what happens? What are we reading in the tea leaves? Space Station wins if what? We get a 6? If doubles? If there's double of any number? No, there's a pretty decent chance here. Snake Eyes? All right, let's see. Snake Eyes. If there's 2 1s. Oh, frick, guys. Wait, what the frick? Frick! Dude. Okay. Okay, I can't move my freaking camera. There. 1, 4, 6, 4, 5, 2. I think Space Station gaining. Did we say if they win or they lose? I think that means that they lose, right?
If you're stalling for time, then one better way to do it than with the Winston, because it's still going to be tough for anybody to get a first pick when these bubbles.
Beat for Kitsune. Big thing here is Ex Oblivione does not have a positional advantage currently. This is a pretty ugly spot for them. They're going to push up with Beat. Kitsune Rush is in response, but they've lost a lot of space here. Yes. Psycho needs to hit the pulse. He does hit the pulse. This is still very winnable for Space Station. Oh, Psycho's low. That was such a ballsy Kitsune Rush, honestly. Like, just standing there and Kitsune rushing in the middle of that Beat Rush. It was a good play. I mean, it almost worked out, but that's terrifying. Hottie going for the primal here. White boy, let's go. Get him. Sick him. No, he doesn't get it. Yeah, I don't have coins. Do I look like I have money to blow? Chase gets his primal force, though. This is still like, this is really either direction here, really. I mean, they've now essentially the teams have fully regrouped here, and we have Beat here, and Ex Oblivione doesn't have anything yet. There's the Beat engage. They need to kite this out, but there's no bubble to kite. Chase should die. Chase does die. Kitsune Rush is used in response. If they don't hit a shot here, there's no pulse bomb, there's no pick threat whatsoever. That's a huge guys, maybe the Snake Eyes lied. Maybe gambling, maybe the dice lied to us, chat. Oh, maybe. No, the dice never lie. The dice never lie. I never doubted. The dice never lie. The dice never lie. Cloud! He gets the mega. Unreal. Unreal, really. Maybe the dice do lie, guys. Maybe the dice do lie. Hottie needs to die. Hottie needs to die. Hottie's not dying. Hottie's not dying. Cloud pulses. Cloud misses the pulse bomb. Cloud is going to die. Cloud is going to die. Cloud is dying. Oh, wait. Landon dies. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Just leave, Shockwave. Leave. The dice never lie, guys. Actually, though, Space Station should still win this. Should still win this because they're going to come in with ult advantage here. At least immediate ult advantage. Although this is something that's pretty easy to stall on this corner, though. So I'm curious to see how Space Station will set up the Suzu, the Sojourner. Psycho gets his recall force, though, so maybe this is kiteable. Oh, Psycho's killed. Kitsune beats you. Oh my gosh, chat. The dice never lie. Will the cart keep moving, though? No, they're stalling the cart well. I don't think they get another touch. But, I mean, they will get a touch, excuse me. But I don't think they get another clean fight, but they will get a touch. Because Psycho will touch, and Psycho has Pulse Bomb. No! Ho! That's it, guys. The dice never lie. The dice never lie.
That was so
Okay.
though, like just good awareness.
Any predictors? Any predictors? Okay, SSG map win. Yes, no. Choose outcome. No.
Winston hater. I do think that Chase has still shown up to play on the Winston and Exoblivione.
Enjoy your newfound riches. Whoever voted no, 3-1. 3-1.
That speaks volumes to know that, like, okay, yeah, like Exoblivione.
Sorry, Florida man, I can't hear you over the fat L that you just took.
That was so losable for EXO, and that's what you just kept hearing me talk about.
All right, we'll do another pred here.
So losable because
We'll do another pred here. Okay,
Kanile in a 1v1 versus Psycho.
you're like 40. Okay, start prediction.
Other side of the map because
Wait.
Sorting it away because he had to, because it was overtime and the bot moves. So
Who
that's
wins next map?
and
SSG.
1v1, then Chase came back as the Doomfist because that's just
Who's the other team, guys? Why am I forgetting the other team? I'm honestly not real. What is the other team's name? I can't even see chat right now because it's covering the chat window, so don't answer. I'm just gonna have to wait patiently. Wait patiently. 2-minute submission process is probably good. Waiting. Again, I can't read chat because the whole prediction thing is covering the entire chat window. So we'll wait patiently. Wait, this is a good memory exercise. Chockwave, Cloud Chase, Crispy Canal. Oh, it's Exoblivione. Ah, see? I'm good, right? It's Exoblivione, right? I'm scared now. Now I'm scared. I'm actually scared to put the answer wrong. Yeah, it's Exo. Yeah. Okay, see? I remembered.
Exactly.
All right, prediction has started.
Ever. And so that was what I was so scared of after coming back from that pause is it took a minute for them to actually fight the neutral.
Prediction is live.
Figure it out, and then you had that overtime where
Remember, the only way to come back from gambling is to gamble more.
allergic.
Exactly, Christian Crusader. Could not have put it better myself.
You put it
Oh, my bad, Orb.
were
What do you guys think? I'm going to let the predictions in, then I'll roll the dice because I don't want to spoil the result for you guys.
fight, but they were still able to get the job done.
Because obviously that just is going to give it away.
Series, Exoblivione could come out on
You're welcome, Emperor. Always. You know, here's the way. It's not feeding a gambling addiction. It's mitigating it. It's channeling it to a more productive environment. Instead of like losing actual money, you just lose
ensuing, maybe even more
bragging rights,
from EXO.
your dignity,
substitutions
things like that.
in a second. So we'd like to point out
Dignity is expendable, though. You can always get more.
there's crazy gaps, so everyone in chat
Gambling ad for me? Nice, guys.
whatever.
Nice, guys.
Important to highlight when there is a really close matchup. Like Sparker and Shockwave pretty much had the same
Gambling points is pretty close right now. It's pretty close. What do we got here? It's pretty close. Exo's slight advantage here. But you guys have got to remember, Space Station Gaming has the map pick next. See, I say that, and all of a sudden, Space Station Gaming just taking off here. I can sway the results. You're like puppets in my hand. But remember, Exoblivione has the confidence boost. Remember, confidence boost from Exoblivione. So, you know, map choice doesn't really matter that much because it's confidence boost. You know what I'm saying?
So real for that
Just keep that in mind.
but yeah, I think it does say a little
Yeah, see, then Exo goes up here.
that we saw on Esperanza, like just how close it was because you
Which Owl Team skin is the best? Ooh, that one's tricky.
stats if you aren't
Depends on the character. I think a lot of the away skins look good. I don't know. I think Florida Mayhem is like, you hate it or you love it, but I appreciate the, you know, the gutsiness. I think London Spitfire is also hate it or love it. The blue and the orange, you know?
heading over to Saravasa.
Spark, same kind of thing. Very like high risk, high reward. All right, let's roll the dice, guys. How do we know? Okay, how does SSG win this time? What are we looking for? Somebody read the tea leaves for me. How does SSG win? What are we looking for with the dice? 3 6s? What do you guys think? Is 3 6s the only thing you guys, is that all you guys got? 3 6s?
So I think that Exoblivione here.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
In those DPS
4, 2, 5, 4, 6. Where'd it go? 6. Only 2 6s, guys. I think if you voted SSG, I think you guys are screwed. I think you guys are screwed. Maybe the spirits will be confused this time around, but I think you guys are screwed. You almost had it. 2 6s, too. Can we also gamble on the dive roll? Dice roll? Yes, you can gamble on the dice roll. Yeah, so you honestly just go ahead and write it off right now. Your channel points are gone. So go ahead and start packing up your bags and think about what you're going to tell your parents because it's over.
saying at the beginning of the series that like I don't think
No, it's not Yahtzee. That thing so as like crass as that.
would self-attest to that they are
Gosh.
an
Is that the term, right? Gauche? Gauche?
Get like a third place, a second
Blase?
place, maybe even
What is that? Is it gauche?
with a little bit
Whatever that term
of
is.
this, but it's
No. So much more
difficult for
suave
teams
than
to
that.
find their footing in this meta when we
The curse of Raw will not avail you, Schizo.
change come through, then it got reverted.
5 stream streak, Rana, congratulations.
Anyway, and
No, I didn't say Yahtzee. Yahtzee.
when it comes to
Yahtzee.
these team comps and how they want to actually play. But
Also, not a single one of you guys have used the patron exclamation mark patron command.
it makes sense on this.
I'm doing this whole patronage campaign. I have this little logo done. Me and Gabe worked really hard. We have all these new bonuses that we've done. You can play Overwatch with me. And not a single one of you guys have even looked at the fancy new logo. I even have it in the stream title. And
So Shockwave versus Psycho.
minimum wage streamer, I guess.
And Cookie on the Sojourn. So
Hadron. Okay, Arissa Mirror, Sojourn Tracer, fancy juice. Oh, why is Hottie wearing the Boston Uprising with a hat?
in my opinion, in terms of understanding
Wait, is that the Boston Uprising with a hat? I can't tell if that's what skin is that? Is that?
this first point is neutral, and if you guys
What do you mean the code is wrong?
wait to see how this one goes, because both teams haven't taken
Spelled what wrong?
risks. I see spacing.
Oh, it's the referee skin. Oh. What code?
Being not afraid to overextend, because he really
Both work. Both Patron and Patreon worked. You idiots. Try Patreon. Go ahead, try it. I dare you. Try it. Actual bots. Every single one of you guys are morons.
Waiting for an
And I didn't. You guys are morons. Actual morons. Sparker gets the kill here. Thank you, Sparker.
might have to back out.
Look at you guys. Look how stupid you guys look.
gonna stare at
Look how stupid you guys look. Look at that. Just take a moment and just embrace your inferiority.
so good for
Was it working at first? That's a likely story. You guys did attention. You guys are just done. RFNJ1. Thank you for the summit.
But now this is so much more progress.
I don't have a pterodactyl command. Okay. Wow, they are committing with the Kitsune Rush. They did get the Kitsune Rush first because they took a lot more damage here, but they don't get anything out of it, and that probably means they should just go ahead and disengage. Disengage. Be careful, because you're about to get Kitsune Rushed on. They're going to beat into the Kitsune Rush, but the problem is when you're running this composition, you can't really close distances quickly, so that's just the GG's. They honestly didn't even need the beat there. Space Station Gaming didn't.
to kill Chase.
Guys, maybe the dice lied. Maybe the dice lied. Have you guys imagine trusting what a random dice roll has to say about your future? Imagine. I never doubted Space Station for a second.
Whether you're waiting for cooldowns or not, you should probably
You guys are idiots. Trusting in what dice has to say. That's actually unreal. You guys are unreal. I cannot believe that you unironically think that rolling and 3 6s isn't even that high of a probability. Like, of course they're not going to roll 3 6s.
They're also able to make it to this point first. We
Unreal. You guys are unreal.
Flashpoint to unlock.
Actually unreal.
Give Space Station the ability to set up here. Hottie's
Pretty
very
good
low.
cooldown trade there. If they can get chased back up to Juicy Fresh, which they can. Yep, that was a good push. Nice little catch in the rotation. Space Station doesn't rotate out fast enough and they get caught in the rotation. I mean, that's the big thing you guys are going to notice here. It's like this push and pull, right? Oh, wow. Shockwave gets smoked. Like the teams that like recognize the cooldown disadvantage and rotate smoothly are the teams that win. Not just the ones that recognize cooldown advantages and push, but the ones that rotate in and out smoothly. It's like very important. It doesn't matter if it's a dive comp or a brawl map, brawl comp. Like you need to know your push pull. Off angles and push pull. Push pull is a lot of like just, yeah. Maybe we'll do a push pull video sometime.
But I understand the overclock usage there by Cookie.
But push pull is basically like you used your, like you messed up or you used your fortify or like you basically are at a cooldown disadvantage and so you disengage, you give up space. Or you have a cooldown advantage and then you take more space. It's that simple.
Team of 5 ready to use this rush.
Bad Pachimari is just random.
Kitsune Rush plus overclock, Sparker go burr, but it's tough to get any kills. Terra Surge from Chase, maybe
This is a mess.
for Cookie on the opposite
Fortify for fortify. Key thing there is they just need to survive until beat. They're not going to.
end, so they're benefiting.
They will, chat. They will. Was that a Suzu?
The barrier, he was 2% away, and it's a micro fumble, and Axo used their barrier
Ebb and flow. Yes.
advantage of this weekend.
Okay, guys.
SSG.
I just want to remind you guys that I told you so about the dice. Some of you guys are like, oh, Space Station Gaming, they win first round. They're going to win it all. Dice don't matter. I told you guys. Do you think that anything that I touch is going to tell you anything other than the truth? You guys are out there doubting on the dice values, and yet here we go. It's unreal, really. Like, I told you guys. I told you. What I touch will tell you the truth. But no. Actually unreal. It's actually just unbelievable that you guys even for a second doubted.
Playing around that very, very smart.
I'm not smoking crack. See, now you're gaslighting me. Now you're gaslighting. Typical. Typical. Beat engage here is pretty free. Shockwave's recalls force as well. He should die. Oh, he has to disengage fully. That means that Space Station just gets the point for free, I think. Which also means that they're in a better position to beat engage if they do try to recontest. Ooh, that's a nice little javelin there. A little bit of spacey. Both Sojourns have rail. Pulse is used. That is one of the pulses of all time. Thank you, Shockwave, for that. A lot of shuffling back and forth here. Time has been used. Kitsune Rush beat. This is just going to favor Ex Oblivione the longer this goes. Because even though Space Station Gaming has the better positioning there initially, Kitsune is better than beat if you give it time. And there's your environmental kills, I think, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, that was good. I think Space Station just didn't get the angles that they wanted for the push. And Ex Oblivion did a really good job just kind of living there. So I'm not gaslighting you. You guys don't know that. Stop gaslighting me about gaslighting you. I know how this goes. I know how this goes. You're gaslighting me, Spilo. No, you're gaslighting me. You need to predict the final match if it happens. Maybe we'll put some odds in there. I don't get the Flashpoint hate. I don't need. I think Flashpoint's okay. I like Flashpoint. You're gatekeeping gaslighting? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You're mansplaining my gaslighting. You're trying to tell me what gaslighting is. Don't try and tell me what gaslighting is, dude. Typical. Beat engage. They should be able to live that one fairly easily. They use the Surgeon ult as well. The Orisa ult Kitsune. I think Ex Oblivion. Oh my gosh. Hottie gets. Oh no. Chase gets murked. Yeah, I was going to say Ex Oblivion probably needs to disengage this one. So much push and pull here. Got a girl boss next. Wow, that's typical. I'm not gaslighting 250 people live. Unreal. What are some other externalized, internalized mansplaining? Nice. Yes. You're unreal. we need more terms, guys. We need to term max. We need to Reddit term max. We have mansplain. We have the gaslighting. Term maxing. The dark triad. Yes. Okay, Orisa ult, Pole Swamp, Kitsune Rush. I think the big ones here is going to be Kitsune Rush. Can they live for the Kitsune Rush? Oh, they're just going to go. Hottie really wanted that kill. Hottie really wanted the juice. He's going to have to give up space there because both cooldowns for both tanks used. Sparkers, ooh, he's got the Sojourn ult there, but the Kitsune Rush is coming out 3, 2, 1. That's the easiest ult to engage with. Sparker sets up for the Kitsune Rush. They actually just disengage it. That's pretty good. So they don't fully disengage it, but they like reduce the amount of time that he has to shoot for free with it. The pulse there, that's really good pulse there from Shockwave. That's going to force the beat. He might still die anyway. He gets, is that the environment? Is that another environmental kill? Is that another environmental kill? Hottie. I can't honestly tell. I missed it. Funny Aster somehow miraculously lives here. They need to finish these kills off. They do. Recall is good. Sojourn should die here. Oh, maybe. Oh, the Kitsune Rush. Lannons get frisky with it. They almost C9. And oh, wow. That was good. That was impressive. That was really, really good for there from Space Station. I don't know what happened to Chase there. Maybe he just died. I really don't know. But that's crazy. Chase had a double the javelin. Man spread. No, those are not Reddit terms. Narcissistic. Yes, narcissistic is a good one. Let's do narcissistic. You guys are narcissistic. I'm not here to be gaslighted. I'm here for the Preds. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sounds pretty narcissistic if you ask me. Narcissist maxing? What you guys get for trusting dice? 2-1? Nah, I bet you look silly now for doubting Space Station. As if any rolling sixes has any like permanent ramifications about what these players actually choose here. Although I will say Ex Oblivion probably has a slight old advantage here. I think beat for Orisa probably a better trade. That's going to be Javelin Spin forced. Fortify is forced. Shockwaves also gets his recall forced. Space Station likes that trade, but the Sojourn ult's kind of there to stabilize. They need to get Cap here. Cap is really important because it's basically while we're shuffling, jockeying for space. I don't know why the jockeying term just feels so succulent in my mouth. It means that you're just getting more point flip here. They respond with Kitsune. Their Sojourn, they respond then with Kitsune. They really don't want to give up point. They don't give up point. Recall is forced. Fortify is forced. Shockwave recall forced, but again, they're controlling the off angles here. Kitsune for Sojourn. Now I think Space Station probably just plays for their Kitsune, and then we'll see how Ex Oblivione responds. They kind of need their Orisa ult to respond here. There's a Kitsune. There's the beat. They need the Orisa ult. The Orisa ult to use. They suck Crispy again. Pulse is hit. Suzu is still there. Wow.
Play out with Spilo.
Orisa ult use, sustain. Chase just needs to live. Chase will not live. And yeah, this is like, you guys want to talk about layering? This is like the layer, this is layer central. The push-pull here of like one for the one, the one, the one, the one, the one, the one, the one. But basically, you got to look at it as like Ex Oblivione, besides all the micro things that we might have missed here, Ex Oblivione spent an ultimate to cap point, basically, with the Sojourn ultimate. So that means that they were down one ultimate over the course of 1+1+1+1+1+1+1, and that's why Space Station eventually wins. Not the only reason why, obviously, it's the macro execution, the micro execution, hitting your shots, but it's kind of a fun way to look at it. Mixed Bay Areas play Overwatch from Spilo, ! Patron. Thank you for the paid promotion. Boy, that isn't that hot. Paid promotion. Bro is yapping? Yeah, well, okay. A goo cave tur? No. I knew as soon as I saw GOO, but I was like, oh, wait, there's no in there, so maybe there's something else No, it's not. Ex Oblivion is going to have the advantage coming back into this fight because they had the disadvantage at the end of that fight, so they're going to build that Kitsune and Sojourn ult. Keep an eye on the big one to look at for is the Sojourn ult, I think. And really, Psycho with Pulse here is going to be the really, really important. Ooh, that is really unfortunate there from Ex Oblivione. Cookie needs to use his ult, mate. They might not even need to give point here without the Tracer. Ooh, that's it. Hottie might just die here. Nope, he does not. They beat as well. Fortify is used. He gets his Fortify again. They respond with Sojourn ult. They need a touch. They get the touch. Shockwave. Ooh! Oh, no. That early pick is crippling. This comp is like so tight, man. It's so tight. I cannot believe that you guys trusted the dice. I really cannot believe that you guys trusted the dice. You guys are absolute idiots. Absolute idiots. Every single one of you should be ashamed of yourself. I cannot believe that you guys did that. Unbelievable. At least the majority of you voted for SSG. I'll give you that. All right, is there anybody? Okay, honest question. Is there anybody filthy rich? Who won the last? Does anyone won the last two maps? Anyone won the last two maps? What did you get, Vidal? What did you? What? Okay, what? How much cash? Saffron. All right, you guys got to tell me how much cash. Am I part of Big Tequila? Nah. Big Tequila is good. 63K. Wow. I didn't even bet. You could check channel points leaderboard. How? How do I do that? How do I check channel points leaderboard? Do I just Google it? I'll probably just Google it. Channel points leaderboard Twitch.
You saw Hottie just being able to go mark down a couple of the squishy targets there with Psycho. Psycho does a good job of being able to close the distance on a lot of those low health targets and follow up on those picks and landed as well.
I don't see it. You guys are gaslighting me, aren't you? Typical narcissistic Twitch viewers. Mansplaining things and then gaslighting me about it afterwards. I don't know. I don't see there's any way to do this. Okay, let's do another prediction here. Prediction. Start prediction. Wait. All right, Pred started, y'all. Next Pred started.
Game 5 would have, if there were to be one today, would have came out of Ents and Twisted Minds, but this one is a nail biter with.
Came here to learn from the humble coach himself. We doing analysis today or just watching for now? Mostly just watching, yeah. We might do some POV analysis, might do some Ask Spilo. We'll see between matches. Predict on my own. Yeah, what should I do? What are the should I do like 30 push-ups or something like that if I lose or something? I don't like your microaggression. Oh, that's a good one, yeah. 30 push-ups? What is something like relatively inoffensive?
It's all up in the air because I think these two teams have two different minds and very different ways that they like to.
We'll do like 30 push-ups. How about that?
Like these teams have really started to figure it out. Only one way to find
30 push-ups. 40 push-ups then. 40 push-ups. We'll do 40 push-ups. I'm not doing butt picks. 40 push-ups. What's the next map? No. Shut up. Don't do the thing with me. Dude, okay, you guys want a true story here? I had to freaking download my stream from Thursday, crop out the section from the stupid Cowboy Bebop crap, and then re-upload it in Spilo 2. It took me forever because it was like a 6-hour stream. It didn't even allow me to mute it on YouTube. So so boring, man. No, I'm not doing the green screen pants. So annoying. Usually I can just export the Spilo 2 like no problemo, but I actually had to download it and then edit it and then re-upload it because of 60 seconds of flipping music. And I'm probably doing that to get a whopping $1 anyway. It's not even worth doing, but I don't know. It doesn't auto-mute Apolify. It didn't. It didn't auto-mute. Freaking sucks. Obnoxious. I don't even know if this is Cowboy Bebop. It is, isn't it? Right? I don't freaking trust it. Stupidest thing in the history of the universe. Cowboy Pee Poop. More like. Dude, it's not even playing with the music. It's a stupid ad in the stupid stream. I'm not stopping. No. Yeah, but I'm scared. I don't know. Anything that's not OWCS, anything that's not, shrieking Overwatch gameplay, I'm scared. So annoying, man. Oh, gosh. What did we decide on? 30 push-ups, 40 push-ups? I don't want to do that much, guys. Look, it's just one match. This isn't like the bet of all time. It's just one match. I'll recognize my own gameplay here. That's a passive-aggressive comment, isn't it? I'll do 30. I'll do 30 push-ups. If it's really easy, I'll do more. 40 hip thrusts. I'm not doing hip thrusts. One push-up for every channel point in the winning seconds. Yeah, surely. Is that what's the stupid one punch man workout? Fine, 30 hip thrusts. No. Not doing burpees either. Because my pants aren't like, there'd be too much butt action jumping around. I'm not giving you guys any potential compromising footage. It's gonna be bad enough with the push-ups as it is. No. No. True story. I flashed butt cheek way back in the day. I really did. This was like 5 years ago. Somebody cashed in channel points and I did a hurricane kick. You guys know what a hurricane kick is? I did a hurricane kick. Aaron. I did a hurricane kick. Not as good as this guy, but I did a hurricane kick. And I was wearing like boxer shorts or something, bro. And like typical like Spilo pants. I just straight up flashed butt cheek. I deleted the VOD. I deleted the VOD. Yeah, it's only butt cheek. I deleted the VOD. Oh my gosh. It was like terrifying, dude. I was like, oh no, frick. I don't know if it was like Twitch policy or whatever. And I remember I had to finish this VOD review that I was doing. And I still remember it was Cassidy on freaking Paris. That tells you how long ago it was. And I was like freaking sweating, man. Oh my gosh.
Do they understand the map to be able to get the one up on another tracer? They've both been marking each other down, but health pack usage is so valuable.
Leaking his own cheeks. That's just such an awful name. And by the way, I just want to remind you guys, Commander X is still streaming here. He's still here. He's still ad maxing. Unreal, really. I love that I say that as I'm sitting in his stream. There's some level of irony in there, if I can only find it. But the Easter Bunny is real. I shot him.
Interesting that they've chosen this. I think SSG's comfortability would be around.
Gabe, poop. CX has proof you're working too hard.
Transition to Orisa on Orisa-based maps, and I'm glad.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm curious to see what DPS you run here. Like, there's a real chance that we see something like the May or the BAP here. I'm curious. We might not. Might just be a mirror again, but kind of bummed that there's an Orisa meta, but you know what? I'll take it over Malga. Actually, ocular cancer watching Malga meta. At least there's some pop-off potential here. I don't think they play EDI. I don't think so. Did you hear Chris rant about Malga? Maybe, I don't know. What did he say? Yeah, they might play Sigma here because it is a pretty narrow map. You'd see it.
Just as it's a little bit harder and more difficult to try to find those compositions that really work out. So
yeah, I'm not sure with the Orisa either. It's the easiest choice. It also deals with potential Malga swaps. I'm not sure. Also, it's just NAEU hive mind here. I think it's more about like why not Ramatra is, I guess, my question. It might just be that like the sustain meta is not quite as strong and Trace and more like Ramatra not as good versus the Tracer. Not that offensive and people just want dive and mobility is OP. Oh, Chris. Chris is slowly becoming like NA-pilled. Sad to see. He spent too much time away from KDG, Philly Fusion. He's losing it, chat. Now, what is Space Station going to do? Are they going to go Ram? May? Are they going to stay the same? Just make it work? You complain about Tracer? I mean, shocker. I don't give a rick. I've been in the content creator Discord defending Tracer. I think Tracer probably could, like, it's not the end of the world if they nerf Tracer. Like, maybe she is a little overtuned. But goodness gracious, easily the best DPS character, most honest character to be meta out of any of them.
Onto the enemy team instead of having to strafe around a window or a wall or anything like that. So this payload is already...
Yeah, you could definitely do some tweaks to her for sure. But if you're going to have any character being meta, more honest than Soldier, yes. Monkey. Pretty good swap here. Maybe not great for the map. Definitely good for the composition because Monkey, Sigma, you know. Kitsune, beat. Sparker hits the shot. Crispy doesn't get his beat in time. And that's all she wrote. They'll probably try to hold a little bit of space here, but they do need to be careful. They might actually respond with Kitsune, or not Kitsune. Maybe an ultimate depending on what happens here. Yeah, I could not care less. What people were complaining about Malga and like, you know, screw off, bro. Screw off. Like actually just toxic for the game. And it's, like I said, I've already said it's also funny because Chris is the guy that's always talking about like how we need to stream scrims because it's healthy for like the game. But like Malga meta is just objectively unhealthy for the game. Whether it's ranked or pro play to watch. I understand like the last minute meta swaps, but that's the tax you have to pay. Yeah, I agree, Rolf.
Instantly got taken out there by a flank, but with Exoblivione taking this first point, they also buy themselves some time to try to get around this corner. Chase is going to go back to spawn.
Chase goes back to Orisa. Hottie will use his ultimate, and then we will end up in Orisa mirror. And I'm curious to see if Chase goes back to Sigma. This is the same thing that happened in the Overwatch League Grand Finals when it's just early meta crap. Like people haven't really figured it out yet, so the easiest thing to do is play some form of tank, rock, paper, scissors. And you're going to lean to the tank, rock, paper, scissors that plays more the characters that you're playing more comfortable with. Orisa Ramir isn't much better. Makes sense. I completely disagree, but I understand. The problem with Malgamir is Cardiac just, or like you guys saw the proper POV, right? Freaking Malga, we had DPS stacking instead of taking off angles because of the power of Cardiac. That to me is actually insane. That tells me when the character is just totally dishonest. You put those weights behind you so people trip and think you do exercise? Yes, do that. The more thing, you can also put like War and Peace behind you as well. That's a pretty good strat, honestly. Put like War and Peace. Also like just a poster of like a woman just to pretend that you're in a relationship. That works as well. Just make sure that she's like, wait, they're convoing.
Yeah. I think he's primal. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Are we going? Just play Palmer Kiwi. They're going behind. We gotta hurry up.
Oh, they're gonna be cooked here. These off angles are brutal. Oh, they caught Astro. That rotation should have been punished.
Yeah,
Oh, that's such a free fight win. Ouch, that's a huge mistake from Space Station. I think they tried to kite it out. And they, instead of just matching, I think they should have just matched there.
Slow till I get beat. We're not gonna win without beat.
Can you swing the sword?
Yeah, you anchor.
Bryson, thanks for the sub.
With your ult, Chase.
Okay, use that point, I go.
Anchor? Hold, no point, no point. They're choked, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They gotta be ready to kite this one out hard.
So just play slow.
Yeah. Monkey jump.
Monkey right side, monkey.
Swing out far left. Nice, force his primal and go back. Close primal, go back.
I think that's Chase calling that.
He wants that type of love.
I think Chase is calling that force primal callback. Kitsune, they need to get out. Can they get out? They beat. Oh, no, that's not a good trade. They needed that beat is not good. Beat after you've already kited, even if you do get primal, isn't great. Because now you've, man. Okay, it wasn't terrible. Kite it out, just S it out, like disengage it.
Oh, they're coming back in though.
What changed the people start playing monkey again?
They gotta take it.
Malgo got nerfed. Tracer good. Malgo got nerfed. Oh, they tried to kite it. Unlucky.
Astro, SSG are chasing them. It's cat and mouse, and it's Axel that are the prey. And it comes down to the final minute
Yeah,
of this
yeah. The beat there was super awkward for sure.
This defense becomes even more powerful. Look at the poke you get to have out of this window, and then you get to disengage back up to the high ground. There are very few avenues that Exoblivione can try to.
There's the monkey mirror.
Jump on Space Station's team. Space Station can play really reactive.
Oh no, it's such a free fight win. Oh no.
pounced on by
A little bit of cart pressure, which is useful.
We are taking the fight elsewhere. This could be a C9.
It won't be.
If they're dead, it's not a C9. But this is forcing a lot.
But at least they reset the cart positioning a little bit. And you're going to go into this fight with a slight advantage because Kitsune beat and Sojourn.
20 seconds, though, is plenty of time for Exoblivione to come back into this as a cohesive team fight. There is a bit of a taxi here for Crispy to go back and pick up the final member, but you have this Kitsune rush that should be able
Open with Kitsune. Oh, they're going to go in early with beat.
Gotta get there. It is 8 seconds left. Go touch the cart.
Gosh, Kanale's so late with the Kitsune, mate. Ha ha! They did it! Wow! I was so confused. That was it. That was why they were behaving the way that they did. I was like, what is going on? Why are they... Oh, wow. That's actually really smart. That's actually really smart because one of the weaknesses to the beat engage is that people want to be grouped up, right? And you split their attention really hard. Either they get a bad beat engage because there are people pulling back the cart. Kitsune and Sojourn are way more flexible.
Figure it out. Push the cart. It didn't have a whole lot of time
Yeah.
to go, and by the time this
Can't take the London out of the SG? Ah, I don't know.
Pincer attack. You turn your back on one half of the team, you're gonna get shot by the rest. So this cart gets to keep on trucking. 50 seconds left. Exoblivione can.
You might be able to punt it. Oh, that's a really good shot by Sparker there. I actually think that primal might have been a little bit early there. But yeah, ends up working out because nice shot from Sparker. RN into Dread. I just need to stop reading some questions. I need to read my questions before I say them.
From the rest of SSG too.
Hadi is one of the best primal
Turn my eye.
users that we have seen for the Winston, and I don't know what Europe.
Pretty tough position for Exoblivione here. Beat engage is almost impossible to do.
Sicko mode sometimes is
Sojourn and Kitsune really good at defending here, holding the space, the high ground that they can abuse, the angles that they can abuse.
Exoblivione are coming in with the primal.
You probably open with a primal there, yeah, and that's just to get you out of the choke.
Station defense.
Chase will get nothing out of that, likely, but at least he'll get... Oh, they're going to use it to set up a beat engage. Interesting. Can they actually get the kill, though? No, they can't. A little bit too deep. Not really well set up by Exoblivione. I think the beat there needed to be half a second later. They do get the kill here, but yeah, I think that's going to be it-ish. They don't have the beat, but I don't think it matters. Yeah. Not a bad push there, but the chaining of the ultimates there was not as good as it could have been from Exoblivione there. I would have liked... The primal opener was fine. Get your team some space, posture aggressively, then really get in the juice there with the beat. But you can kind of see that like it really wasn't... There wasn't a lot of follow-up there on the beat, even though they had onto the Sojourn, excuse me.
There is a noticeable win condition on the board here for Exoblivione. If they're able to just hold strong on that first point defense and...
The real question is what comp do they run in here? I think Chase probably starts Orisa, but I could see a Winston opener. Probably not the smartest, though, because it's pretty good in the first half of first point, but I think opening Orisa is probably a little bit safer with what we've been seeing meta-wise right here. And I think if they open Sigma, they open themselves up to being Winston counterpicked. Remember, at this level of play, small advantages without a full understanding of the meta are going to be leaned into. Ooh, the die on cart. This is going to be a spawn camp, potentially, with the Moira Ram. Yep, they could do Ram here. This is basically a comp that just takes a lot of fights and just dies in cart and dies in cart and dies in cart. Because you have the superior push and pull of like the Moira Ram.
Psycho went into the back and killed 2. So it's these little clutch moments that helped Space Station in the end. It'll be their offense.
Yeah, London's out if they lose this.
Back to Sigma out of chase again. The Winston will be good at isolating that. So I like that Hottie is most likely going to roll out on this.
Sometimes I wonder if you Primal Rage as Winston and you bop the Sojourn up a little too high, if you actually give her better sight lines.
Thanks, buddy.
Maybe Shockwave gets a little lucky on that one too from Hottie. But
I go what? What do they counter swap here? Orisa?
They don't want to play that.
Okay, so this is interesting to me. I definitely think the Orisa feels better than the Winston versus this, but the question is like, does the Orisa comp actually like counter this? I honestly don't know. Like, you can't really kill Orisa with Ram. That's a big deal. But with the Omnic form changes of past, like, again, Exoblivione is going to lose this fight. Like, their positioning for this fight when spawn camping is just generally always inferior. But, like, how much time will they burn off? And, like, after this fight, how is the Ram going to feel? Because, like, obviously the Nemesis form versus Orisa is kind of worthless, right? But the Omnic form is fairly decent, right? Like, you can do damage now that before you couldn't do. This is a really good fight from Exoblivione. This is almost 60 seconds, and you got to pick. Huge. That is not how London wanted this to go. Where's my mouse? There's a question here. Do you think if SSG wins this, they will do the Malgamir versus Team or play Orisa Monkey? Probably. Ooh, that's a great question. Could be Malgamir. Probably Malgamir would be my guess. Would be my guess here. Nice javelin there. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so bad for London. That's so bad. More time. This is a brutal spawn camp here. This is something that you expect to be like last like 30 seconds tops, 40 seconds tops, and just build coal for the recontest in your second fight. But this has been a 90-second hold. And they just got another kill. What's happening, guys? I don't know if it's like they're just hitting shots. It's hard to see here. This is a brutal spawn camp here. This is now 2 minutes. Psycho actually goes Echo here for more off-angle pressure. And again, Kitsune is traded, and they're going to win another fight. Ult for ult here. Like, you, Exoblivione here, could honestly even just keep using ultimates. Like, you don't need to now, but like, you could dump your entire ult blink and holding this and just win fights, win fights, win fights. They are not, because they're going to build back their ults fast. Oh, that's what you needed here. You needed the off-angle pick there. There they go. They're going to die in cart. And this is really good for Space Station. It's not really good, but it's the best case scenario given the horrific start because you didn't have to use an ultimate to do that. But that being said, Exoblivione is once again back at 4 ultimates. She's hitting all the shots. Yeah. Dropping a gifty if I win this bet. Who did you vote for? I need my $2.50, mate. Is Echo still strong in this general? Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. I mean, she's not as good versus the Sojourn, but if you need that extra brute pressure versus and the Moira can be outpoked on those angles when you have the Echo, extra pressure. You know, the Tracer's a little bit weaker versus the Moira. Echo's a little bit stronger. A little bit more range poke pressure. Stuffing this choke. Probably see Cole used first here. Ooh, comms. Oof. That's Astro calling.
Left. Yeah, only main side right. They're taking someone. Main side right. Mail on. Taking angle. Can we just go? Kiro, no shield.
Yeah, ready? I killed main, kill mail.
Oh, I got a wall.
I'm dead.
Ram one.
Alright, more one in.
Run one, back right now, yes, spawn soon.
And the last couple of seconds go by.
Gosh, that's brutal. Oh, no. They needed it. They had the right idea with dealing with the Mei, but they needed it to happen sooner.
It's an overclock push that has to take Exo or
Oh, no.
the win in the end and causes a huge upset in our bracket.
Wow. Space Station Gaming. 72% of the chat had predicted their victory. The desk also behind them in those sales. And
wow.
not, right? These are names we all know and love.
That's brutal, man.
These are players that are also so lovable. But at the end of the day, not able to get the job done against the
all right, well, points time.
Moments of those calls, it was all about focusing on helping an individual member of the team stay alive, not necessarily on who you're going to pick.
Come on, thanks for the gifted sub.
How
to
lock down those defensive corners to make it more about
Yeah.
survival instead of the picks.
That's brutal, man.
So, to move
Did
on,
anyone win 3? Did anyone win 3?
did Minds, and this did not go well for them last time in the semifinal. Twisted Minds won against EXO 3-1, but they're gonna have a rematch, and that's gonna be really.
Has anyone won all 3 maps or all 4 predictions?
Very impressed with their clutch factor.
That's brutal, man. Easily the biggest upset in OWCS. I don't know, maybe.
But very surprised that SSG, through all the versatility, were not able to counter them in.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That was close. That was close.
Predicted SSG, so what do you think?
We'd have to analyze that closer to see like what went wrong there. But man, that Moira spawn camp stuff is brutal. I think more than anything else, there like you can't let the spawn camp develop that much momentum. I think. Roast the highlight from Elendial plays. Sure.
Yeah, okay. I picked SSG. I said it'd be a 5-map banger. That was one hell of a series. An incredible upset. I mean,
Let me pull this up. Oh, this is Overwatch 1, boys. TP. Before you could cancel Reinhardt. And he gets Symmetra. I mean, okay. I thought this was supposed to cheer me up. You're linking 2 CP. And what could best be described as like, oh, you were trying to ego the Rhine and you accidentally killed the Symmetra. It's mildly funny. I guess. Nah, you guys don't miss Hanama. Stop speaking of gaslighting here. Speaking of gaslighting here. Speaking of gaslighting here, all right? Speaking of gaslighting here. You know what I'm saying? We played it once with 5v5, actually. Yeah, that's right. We did the top patron thing. You remember that? It was pretty bad. Miss 11v11 and Moth meta? Mansplaining Spilo strikes again? Yeah. Jeez. Hope Ana Ohana Oka is good? Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Well, that sucks, man. That sucks. I actually played Hanamura today. Do not miss 2 CP. Well, there you go. I was wondering what the degradation comment was about. It was the dude. I promise you this was an accident. I promise you it was an accident. It was so much so an accident that I copied and pasted it for my Discord thing. You know, like that's how I usually do it. And I almost copied and pasted my Discord announcement as well. If I give you a gifty, I get roasted highlight. No, you have to earn the points. You can't buy my abuse. I am a liability with these typos, dude. I'm trying to think, what's the worst typo I've done? Oh, I know one. I used to type sec, like hang on a second, all the time when my mom would text me stuff. I remember typing to my dad. I think it was my dad. I typed just sex to my dad. That was always fun. Just because it was the C and the X right next to each other. Oh yeah, the one with Questron and Awkward, because I was thinking discourse interaction or something. Yeah. I need to mod you, poop. Wait, how do I do this? Mod Poop Kip. I just still can't believe your name is Poop Kip. Yeah, I guess intercourse is technically a valid word, but it got lost in modern translation. Let's put it that way. Oof. SVB dunking on awkward. At this point, I'm like, awkward's just kind of like sunk cost for me, honestly. You guys see the whole thing with awkward and who he was playing ranked with yesterday? Bro, you want to see who awkward was playing ranked with yesterday? Because I'm like, wait, he's playing ranked. I'm like, check this out. This is a real human being. This is a real human being, ready? Or where is it? Where is it? It's incredible the BS that women will come up with to rationalize their behavior. Your girl doesn't smash you more because you're boring and too available. This is why I tell you guys to never let your girl get to and feel like she has you by the balls. If she doesn't want to have sex with you, let her. Women respect men that they can replace. This is a real human. And then the typical stop disrespecting the police stuff, which is, what is. This is why a lot of them behave like hoes. There's no accountability. They get paid for it. All women are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel. This is a real human being. This is a real human being. And bro, I tuned into awkward stream for like 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. It was like 2 minutes. And this guy was straight up going like, yeah, kill him. Like, yeah, these guys suck. And just like at random expletive here. This guy sucks. They're trash. It literally sounded like a 12-year-old playing Call of Duty for the first time. It was actually the cringiest thing I've ever heard in my life. It was the sweatiest, most embarrassing amount of communication I've ever heard in my life. It reminded me of like, I play the whole like competitive flag football. I did the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. There's always like the weird guys that take it a little too seriously and are like super tryhard, but aren't actually that good. They just like, where? And just like, bro, what? It was like, I had this guy one time come into my jiu-jitsu gym and he brought me this samurai sword. He's like, I want to show you my samurai sword that was presented to me by Jinju Kafudu. And this guy hasn't touched a gem for like 30 years. And it was like, this is this guy. This is this guy. It was the cringiest thing ever. And then obviously, yeah, the whole F slur thing, which is great. And then, the best part about it is all these try-hard, sweaty men, they're smurfing. Awkward's playing on a diamond account. Now you might go like, oh, well, he's doing that because like, he can't play with these guys because he's too high of a rank. Bro, they're going to win every game. They're going to win every game because he's straight up smurfing. They can't handle the L. Like at least go play quick play where it's going to be at least somewhat competitive matchmaking. It's like, actually, it's the most snowflake thing ever is to like go smurf with your brothers because you can't afford to lose. And again, if you're doing it because you want to matchmake with them, then do quick play. It's quick play. You're not going to lose a game. Absolute snowflake behavior. Can't handle the loss. It was some of the I don't encourage you to check it out because it's really not all that interesting. And I was so disappointed, guys. Like, honestly, like I've always been a fan of Awkward's content, and I've been a fan of Awkward's like his pushing people to be like, self-sufficient in IRL health. And I know he's had his misses here and there, but I think his intentions were good for the most part. But man, the thing yesterday was that really made me second guess everything. And this whole thing with like, is this other Twitter beef, which I'm not going to even get into. It's just a mess. The guy, like I was really disappointed. Really disappointed. It's like when you're interacting with people like this, which is like this it's like basically here's what it is. The soyification of men and how everyone's just sitting inside playing video games and not touching grass. I have a great idea. Let's go in the opposite extreme and all women are hoes and you need to, get up at 4 a.m. and abuse people and yell and throw, your genitals around and just be a total douchebag to everybody that you meet. That's what real men is. It's just, it's like not even, it's like, how does it, it's almost it's exploitive is what it is. Either this guy's a total ass, like a literal idiot, like 9 IQ idiot, or this guy's exploiting you. There's no in between. There's no in between. There's no in between. I don't know anything about this guy's political views, but you scroll through his Twitter for 2 minutes. I've never even heard of this guy. And you're like, oh, this guy is either idiot or he's just purposefully exploiting like this kind of stuff. Embarrassing, man. Like an embarrassing human being. I'm with you on the dudes need to lift. I'm with you that guys need to take care of themselves and lift and be tough and strong and touch grass and do, and, you know, be productive with their lives and conquer things. Like I'm with you on that one. But you lose me with this stuff, especially some of the stuff that he was thinking about women was like actually like just, it was like the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Actual cringe, Lord. I don't normally get into like that whole stuff, and especially like awkward. I've generally been like pretty positive with, like tried to look on the good side of things, but man, that was a low point for me. It was just so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Embarrassing. And don't talk to me about like masculinity. Don't talk to me about what masculinity is. Nobody in the Overwatch community thinks they should be lecturing me about what real masculinity is. It's embarrassing, man. That you have to be a douchebag to be masculine. What a bunch of crock. That's just lazy beta male stuff right there, because you're too weak to handle anything else. All you can handle is complete caricature of masculinity. Embarrassing. Actually embarrassing. No, I don't want to, Lexa. I don't want to. I have too many other better things to do with my life than to like, there's too many other real interesting masculine and educational things to listen to besides wasting my time.
Yeah, man. Live your life. If it makes you happy, go for it, bro. Man's living. Yeah.
Embarrassing. I don't get it, man. What did Crimzo say? I missed what Crimzo said. Too angry. I'm getting naked right now? What? What? The thing, we've talked about this before, guys, is like social media like prides itself in like caricature, because it's like it's all this countercultural nonsense. It's the reason like why you guys want to get, okay, I promise I'm going to wrap this up. It's the reason why Donald Trump got elected. Too much of this hyper liberal nonsense that got pushed. Not liberalism in general, but the hyper crazy stuff makes a lot of people angry, and they go in the opposite extreme where they elect a complete idiot that yeah, exactly, contrarian, where it's like everything is about crucifying it's just so extremist. It's actually agony. Everything is countercultural. It's like what I said with the whole like hyper masculinity thing. If you know, it makes me mad even saying hyper masculinity. It's not masculinity. It's not masculinity. It's depressing, is what it is. It's dystopian and depressing, is what it is. Yeah, toxic masculinity, right? But you can't even say that term anymore without people thinking that you're referring to something that's not toxic. You know, I don't know. It's messed up. It's messed up. Stuff like manspreading gets the toxic masculinity. You know, but it's not even about being an enlightened centrist. It's just like, hey, like think for yourself. You know. Think for yourself. I wouldn't even say it's like the radical sides, like the extremes. It's just like some of the maybe it is. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I have to think about it more. Just lazy. It's easy to think in extremes. It's hard to have any sort of nuanced opinion. Like guys should lift weights. You should take care of yourself. If you are generally overweight, that is not generally healthy for you. But it doesn't mean that you are a bad or even necessarily a lazy person. You know? Like, and I also don't think that, you know, here's another hot take. I don't think that I think that there is objective truth. I mean, you guys know that, right? You guys know all that, but I don't think that it's like we'll never know. No, I think that there is objective truth, but usually the objective truth is like somewhere not on like the whole extreme thing. So it's like, ugh, it's a mess. I think it's also like, I really do think social media makes things worse with like, because you can't like actually talk with people. You talk with like a caricature, like even the whole, like, I've even had issues with that, like the whole Twitter thing. Like it's hard to like have a well nuanced thought out response on Twitter and nobody will read it. So what ends up happening is you cut to like the lowest hanging fruit and then people will pick it apart, you know? Social media is really good at removing context from listening and thinking from speaking. That's what I've learned. Because you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know what the person is saying, you don't know under what situation or position that they're saying. And then because it's so easy to just type something without like thinking the context of who and when and how you're saying it. No, and I'm guilty of this as well. I guess why are we hitting in here? We could be moving on to something else. You guys want to do some Ask Spilo or something here? Let's do some Ask Spilo while we're chilling. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I think just Ask Spilo. We could just do some Ask Spilo. Huh? No. We're between matches. Yeah. And don't forget, exclamation mark patron, that speaking of sellouts, that you get Ask Spilo priority. The only ones keeping the OWL branding, because Toronto's the only OWL org that's remained, right? Is there any OWL org that's remained besides Toronto? How often do the pickup games for Patreon members? Twice per month? Twice per month. Yeah, so that's why they've maintained their name. Yeah. Okay. Start of the season, I was going on solid win streaks, hitting diamond 4 in support. I had high plat, deepest tank. I guess solid win minute. There's a game saying, I if it's me or my luck, it's just bad. Yeah, it's not really a question. I think that was a response to somebody else. Why have they remained? Their CEO, GM dude, is very invested in pro Overwatch. More of a personal commitment from him. And or the way that I think they also, didn't they break positive last year as well? That's what the word on the street is, or that's what he said, right? So they found a way to where like they support the scene and they found a way to make it profitable. So yeah. I like Zenyatta's an honest gameplay, so I was lacking mobility and lacking positioning ability to survive, kick it, damage, sleep, and nade. But some like mobility. I think as long as they're, oh man, it's hard. I'm always for the mobility creep, but I do agree that there are some characters that have no mobility that are still functional. But I think that they have to have like high level ability to defend themselves, high skill level ability to defend themselves. You know, like Zen, you have to hit your shots, otherwise you die, right? Sleep and nade, pretty high skill abilities in terms of duels. At least the sleep dart is, right? That's a great point, and I've actually thought about that as well. Like we think about like what are the more high skill immobile characters. I think that there is a world where immobility can work in Overwatch 2 in specific situations. I think Sigma has more of a pokey play style, but it's again high skill cooldowns that have, or you can either be used offensively or defensively, and do have vulnerability if they misuse those cooldowns. Yeah, well, here's a good question: what other characters are there like that are relatively healthy and have high skill? I definitely think Sigma. Ashe. Ana, Ashe, Zen, Sigma. Oops. I think. Rework May, move her to tank. No, I don't think so. I would have to see what the suggestions would be for the rework themselves, but not immediately, no. Anytime in swapping platforms, commit to it and invest in a basic aim trainer like Aim Labs or Kovacs. I think Vaxa is fine, but Vaxa is really boring. And whereas aim trainers are way more fun to play, and your initial transition to PC definitely help. How do you censor? Oh, we need to be checking the priorities with Patreon. I'm an idiot. We just talked about this. Is there any Patreon questions? Patrons? You want a pity review board? That's a stream reference from 2 streams ago, or last stream. Yes. I just said the Patreon. I haven't linked the description with all the rules Discord yet. We took care of that. We'll delete that one. Delete that one. I just watched a complete guide to Overwatch 2 gameplay, and I'm a little confused on what the Kiriko is considered a soft counter to Torbjorn. I have a hard time against him in rank because I do so little damage to his so much time. Except the 1v1 match would be pretty even safe. Yeah, that's a fair point. I think for Torbjorn, it's more about anything that can poke his turret out before the fight starts is good versus him. And yes, he's pretty good against you in the 1v1, but his hitbox is also freaking massive. So I would say that you, depending on what range that you approach him at, I think you have a slight advantage. But yeah, those are fair points. Those are fair points. I'm sorry, not bi-monthly. It's twice a month. I'm an idiot. Wait, what is bi-monthly? You might be right. I might have misspoken. Bi-monthly is... I think it's twice every, yeah, so I think it's twice every month. It could mean either. Okay. Well, there you go. Either way, it's twice a month. And once you'll see the events in here as well. So yeah. And these might make some, and we might be doing some stuff off stream as well. Okay. How to deal with sensory overload. When too many things are happening, it seems impossible to keep track of things. For example, I won't hear enemy voice lines. The reason you're sensory overload is because there's too many things that you're thinking about. Let me give you a good analogy. Have you ever driven to somewhere where you've never been before and you're following directions? What do? The classic example, right? You turn the radio down or you turn the music down, right? Why? Because driving is easy. Listening while driving is fine. Listening while driving while also having to pay attention to directions is not so fine. You need to be thinking about the directions. Or if you're a new driver, you wouldn't want to listen to music. You'd want to focus on just your driving. It's not the accelerator. No. So when you're dealing with sensory overload, you need to get better at the skills that you're practicing so that you don't get sensory overloaded, so that you'll have more time to focus on this. So if you're really thinking a lot about your positioning or cooldown usage or the mechanics, or you're unfamiliar with the character, that's fine. Just keep practicing those specific skills until they feel more natural, and then you'll be able to pay more attention to this. It is normal for new players or even medium skill players to really struggle with sensory overload, especially in a game like Overwatch. More things need to go into autopilot, so there's less things that are overwhelming. What you would need to decide is what skills have I not quite autopiloted that I need to autopilot more. Sometimes when I play Tracer, I think I just blink just as a way to try to juke the enemy's aim, but not actually moving my character in a smarter, safe way. I remember watching some Tracer gameplay with Volume, I already talked about using blinks to go into cover during fights, not just blinking in any old direction. Wouldn't you say it's good to think about blinks as really as a means to an end, the end often being cover and the means being the movement ability? Maybe. I actually think that blink, like you want to always move from cover to cover if you can with your blinks, but not always. Like the priority with blinks is actually using them to juke the enemy's aim. If you just needed cover, then you just hold cover and just shoot from cover, and you would never use your blink. You wouldn't necessarily. The whole point of blink is moving from one cover to another position. Otherwise, you just hold a corner and just play Kovacs with Tracer, you know? Did you happen to find that monkey primal train code you mentioned in the video? You mentioned I found this too, but I'm not sure if it's the one I'm referring to. Yeah, that one's okay. Also, Vaxa. Vaxa's really good. Vaxa's fine. Has Spilo ever explained Reaper and Bastion counters? Yes, it's on the video. Oh, explained? Oh, I guess we could look at like the explanation here. Okay. Zen, Hanzo, Sigma just outranged Bastion and poke him down really, really hard. They also have, like, because his hitbox is so big, he just gets murked. Sigma Rock counters Bastion. Sigma Old counters Bastion, pulls him into the open. Shift eats all of Bastion, shield, range poke, like everything that Sigma has destroys Bastion. Soft counter, same thing with really all the poke characters can deal with Bastion quite easily. And then with Reaper, Hanzo, maybe Hanzo's not as much of a hard counter anymore considering there's no one shot anymore, but it is really easy to poke him out from range. Storm Arrow also unironically can make you better in the duel than Reaper. Like Reaper can unironically lose to Hanzo in close range if the Hanzo has Storm Arrow. So that one's a tricky one. Although that one is probably scales well. So if you're a lower rank Reaper, you'll destroy Hanzo in close range. But as you get higher and higher in rank, higher rank Hanzos will generally do better and better and better. Diva, you can matrix his shots. You could pursue him wherever he goes. You shut down his ultimate. You don't always necessarily need to even force his Wraith, but it's pretty easy to do so. Brigitte can armor pack stuff that Reaper's going on, whip shot him, bash him. She can deny his value. The ranges that he plays makes Rally really good versus him. Cassidy beats him in the short mid-range because of his role and specifically his mag grenade. And all of these characters either completely outrange Reaper or have some sort of defensive cooldown to deny him from getting value in close range. Tracer, a Bastion counter? Yeah, Tracer should have been on that list, yeah. Is it most effective to use Fortify when you still have armor health or if you lose your armor health because of damage reduction? I would say lose a little bit of armor just so that you're getting your min-maxing things a little bit, but don't drop out of your armor because with the DPS passive, it might be too hard to heal you back up into armor even during Fortify. Echo also counters Bastion. Should be on there. It's on there, yeah. With Malga being strong right now, okay, yeah, how are we doing, by the way? With Malga being strong right now in pro play, shouldn't Sombra also be a must pick if you look at macro? Yes, yeah, Sombra is generally fairly good versus Malga. She can take off angles around him. She can shut him down. She can also farm him fairly easily. The problem with Sombra is obviously that she's hard to play and requires a fairly unique skill set, and she's also not the most popular character ever. So whenever you don't see Sombra, it's not necessarily because she's bad. It just means that maybe she's just not something that even pros are as good at playing. Who's the best hit scan player right now? Probably Quartz. But that's hard to say. I haven't been as familiar with what's going on in APAC, so keep that in mind. Have you made a streamer video talking about every form of skill involved with Overwatch? Interesting question. No. I definitely think about, like, we talked about like the fundamentals of Overwatch with the mechanics, map control, space control, timing. And then we talked about, what was it? Communication? Mechanics? Or the plan, sorry. But, you know, obviously beyond that, like knowing what makes an individual player great is tricky. Not exactly an Overwatch question. Oh, well, I guess we can keep going here. What's wrong with these things? What we're going to say here? Yeah, we've definitely done that. I think what makes characters healthy designs, though, isn't necessarily what makes a player good at Overwatch. So I think it's a little bit of a different skill set. Like, I think having some form of mobility or range dynamic and having some sort of offensive versus defensive value with your cooldowns is important. But that's not really transferable to. But I understand your point. Not exactly an Overwatch question, but I'm curious, do you regularly Sabbath? No, I do not. The abilities need to have counterplay too, yeah. The new dispensation does not require Sabbath keeping. Highly recommend the Book of Galatians. What is your favorite healthy recipe to make? Ooh. I make fries. So there's these fries that we have that don't have any oil in them. You can just make homemade fries. And I do them with like butter and salt and pepper and then like some chili powder and stuff. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not exactly super healthy. It's healthy in terms of like natural, but high caloric. Calories don't scare me generally, considering my level of activity and my metabolism. So, random question, but what are the Korean captions for Spilo? I had somebody reach out to me and offer to make free captions for a lot of my videos. So they've done a couple of my videos and they're continuing to move forward. I wasn't sure where to place this question. Oh, I guess KD here. I missed this one. Let's actually skip ahead here. I just started Overwatch 6 days ago and been playing ranked in the last 2 days. Right now I'm Silver 2. What rank? How long should I wait to get coaching? I would say give yourself at least a few weeks, maybe a month of just playing the game. I think it's much easier to solve. What's going to happen is you're going to come up with a lot of questions really quickly, and then you're going to answer a lot of those questions really quickly just within the first few weeks of playing the game. So I would wait until you run into some more brick walls and not as much drywall. You know what I'm saying? Because the drywall you will plow through. What are some tips you guys would have given to yourself before you started ranked? I would have pushed myself hero pool wise more. I should have played more characters. I think that every person that's new to the game should focus on two things: fun and play everything. Play everything. How do you guys practice efficiently? Don't worry about it. I would say just don't skip, don't go for days without playing Overwatch, and don't play Overwatch all day. Those are the only things you need to follow from. And so you only play Cassidy. That's a great point there. Don't only play Cassidy. If you want to play mostly Cassidy because you enjoy mostly Cassidy, that's great, but you need to be playing other characters. You're welcome. Okay, I guess they're still talking here. So let's maybe do one more here. Last year, I was trying to get into the pro Valorant scene. I had the same vision this year as well. However, even though I liked the game, it wasn't actually the game I would love to play that much when I learned the depth of it. And lately, I stopped enjoying the game completely, more so when I tried Overwatch 2. A week ago, I tried Overwatch 2 when I started Education Con, fell in love with the game. I didn't enjoy any game like this since I played CS 1.6 as a youngling. The thing is, how hard is it to get the pro level of the game? I like to compete. It's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. The good news, though, is that the pro level scales relatively well. Like there are smaller tournaments. There'll be OWCS frequently, which you can compete in. You can scrimmage, even if there are gold teams that scrimmage. So as you focus on your self-improvement, you could, as a gold plat player, if you want to get into the more competitive scrimmage scene and just like more team play and just enjoy that, going pro, how just the pro experience just competing? You don't necessarily need to be the highest rank there. And I would recommend looking at r/competitive Overwatch. I think Overwatch University as well has a looking for team stuff. But yeah. When you say play more characters as a new player, do you mean in rank? Just in quick play? Just quick play. Just quick play. Just play a lot of quick play. Play a little ranked here and there to get the feeling of competitive, but just play everything. But once you've played a couple hours of a character, like 3 or 4 hours, I would say you're probably prepped for competitive. I know some people disagree with me, but I disagree with them. So get in there, and you could when you want to actually see how a character feels in comp, go for it. You seem to be so pineapple pizzas, yes or no? Nah, not really. I think it just ruins the texture of the pizza. I think the flavor could be there, but anything that makes a pizza wet, just kind of, I don't know. Is flanking with Sojourn viable? Yes. Flanking can work, especially if you have the ultimate, especially with the new heal passive, so you can get a little bit of passive healing, and especially if you have some form of pocket. But it's viable. It's just not always great because sometimes you don't have the self-sustain to make it work as much. Rank does have better matchmaking. Classic brainwashed lib. But yeah, there's a couple of new patrons that just joined, by the way. So if you guys are curious, ! Patron. I just want to do a quick plug this really quick. So first of all, shout out to the people that are supporting me. Big fan here is the tier that we already had, but we made some adjustments here to where we actually added early access to YouTube. So the YouTube new release, so the love letter to Overwatch 2, the car queue coaching video, that is in early access, and that is new. That is out there right now. This has been shifted into the smaller tier. There's this one, which has already existed for quite a while, but this one now also has priority answers in Spilo, the scheduled pickup games, the Best Friends Discord channel, which is really, really fun, the special Discord role badge, coaching discount, all that kind of stuff. And then this is the generosity tier. This one only has the special shout out at the end of YouTube. But yeah, there's been a couple of people that have joined today. I really appreciate it. It's going to help us be able to do much more moving forward. And if you guys are interested in what's going to be the most efficient way to support me, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Patreon takes a much smaller cut than Twitch, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Much better. But yeah, so we've got new perks, pugs, playing Overwatch with me, all that kind of fun stuff. But there's been a couple of people that have joined today, and I shout out those people. So I appreciate that. I think we had a few new folks. Actually, just the 2 questions we actually answered today, which has been good. I'm trying to see how many more questions we have here. It was KD and Erie. Yeah, we're joining recently as well. Shout out to Patreon for sponsoring Spilo with Juicy Tequila. What does that even mean? Okay. Why does Big Fan not give coaching discount, but Twitch sub does it? Is it more efficient? Wait a second. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It does. It does. See? Coaching discount. It does. All right. Companion stream time, y'all. Our rank is bronze. Oh, we got to do our prediction. Prediction. Wait.
I completely agree. At this point in Overwatch's cycle, if you're going to play tank, you need to be able to play Winston at extreme.
Wait. All right. M80. Toronto. I'm going to let it go for 30 seconds. Only 30 seconds, y'all. Only 30 seconds prediction. Roll that dice. I'll roll the dice after you guys vote. Man, I don't know who I'm going for here. Having either team win or lose would be more M80 fraud checks, but also Toronto falling. Oh man, it's gonna be close. All right, Preds are in. Now we roll the dice, guys. What are we looking for? How do we know Toronto or M80 wins? What are we looking for with our dice? 3 threes? No. That's too niche. Tell you what. If we get a higher than average roll, M80 wins. If we get a higher than average roll, M80 wins. Ooh. Let me do the math here. No, it's not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good. I think it's looking good for Toronto. So that's a 3. That's, fairly average here. 3 or 4. Well, let's do our math here. So if the average is 3.5 times 6, okay? So you're doing 3.5 times 6. It's 21 is the average for oh my goodness. So, and then it would be 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's a below average roll, guys. I think Toronto wins this map. Sadly, Toronto Defiant clears. Toronto doesn't win because there's no in their name. Yeah, chokers, surely. Okay, now we're locked in. We're dialed in. We're actually paying attention now. The Sigma is weird. I think Hawk definitely. I think someone probably anticipates Orisa here, which does the Sigma, and then Hawk tries to outplay the Sigma pick by going Winston. Like, we're getting some next level thinking here. But Toronto wins the fight or like stays in long enough. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe they build enough flux. The beat is used. Pretty decent trade there for M80 because they're going to get the beat and Hydran's going to be able to hold his rail. Oh, Merit hits the shot. Sojourn ultimate is used. Ouch. Crazy Ajax from left. Oh, did he Ajax? I missed it. That was like the fight before last, right? Yeah, I think M80 has to do some flanking stuff here. I think they got to get sneaky. You can't just let the Sigma just sit there and hold space and just take abuse. You have to like do some flanky stuff. Get your Tracer, the Lucio or Kyrie or something underneath, do some super secret brawl rotations. Itsune Raj, M80 probably needs to disengage that. They do. Lep gets chased down. They respond with Kitsune. The flux is there. It's missed. Great jump there from Hawk. Primal Rage is used. Where is Hawk's Primal Rage? He's on RuPaul. RuPaul dies here. Oh, that's a bad TP. That's unfortunate. Should be okay, though. Nice. A little bit of an old thump there, but we take it. Now, someone's going to swap here. The question is, what is someone going to swap to? Winston or Orisa? Junker Queen. Third time's a charm. I'm watching on YouTube. Or Twitch.
actually pretty decent against like
Yeah, maybe I'll do YouTube, honestly. I don't know. Emitting has pulls here.
in certain situations. Looks like Hydron.
Almost strictly neutral fight here.
This feels like a pretty desperate attempt here at the end to get them to go.
I'm kind of going for M80 here. I just think, I don't know. I just think just the underdog kind of story here. That's a nice pulse. It's a decent cooldown trade there. Like I think like, you know, it's just a tank stick, but it did force a lot of CDs. The question is yes, okay, they get it. Hyder just goes blam, blam, blam. Lines them all up in a one little row. So that should be a first point here. Again, I want to remind you guys that the dice do not influence the result of the match. So any of you morons that were thinking that us rolling a lower than average dice result, as if that would actually have any impact on the result of the match. They don't, no. Pure cope. Am I rooting for someone? Yeah, M80, I think it would just be fun. Gaslighting me again? No. Need a Yahtzee? Maybe. What if I just kept rolling until I got a Yahtzee, guys? How many times would I just keep gambling? Surely, guys. What are the odds of a Yahtzee? Oh my gosh, I almost rolled it, guys. I got 5 ones. What are the odds? So the first one doesn't matter. It's 1 out of, so it was, well, actually, there needs to be 5 dice, not 6. So actually, I did roll a Yahtzee, just didn't count. So it'd be 636. It would be 216. It's like 1 out of 1,296. 1 out of 1,296. Whoa. With 5 dice? Yeah. That's actually wild. I almost did it right there. Cassidy Tracer, anti-dive stuff from Hawk there. It's interesting that then Toronto again going Sigma. In theory, Toronto's comp should be better in the strict tank mirror, but it might be that M80s is a little bit better on this map, just a little bit more close quarters with the Cassidy Aricity. Aricity, I say, for the Orisa. Forces Suzu as well, and they get first point flip. Like, this kind of goes to show, like, you know, it's not just as simple as a tank rock, paper, scissors. It really is like what the map provides here. And like there's your Orisa value right there. You know, they're just basically brute force hold the corner. Thank you for the hydration. Lep already with beat. Wow. Great Kitsune Rush. It's kited out pretty well. Pelican hits the shot. Or no, Merit hits the shot in Pelican, rather. Obviously a flux in response. Maybe not even. Oh, no. Lep with the beat. What? That's the NA. That's the NA right there. We can clutch it. We can clutch it. Terrible, terrible ult trade, guys. 4 ultimates for Kitsune Rush. Ouchies. No. They're cooked. They have to do something crazy here. I told you guys Toronto was going to win it. The dice result said it. You're the ones that were gaslighting me into thinking that the dice result didn't matter all that much. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to have to do something spicy here. Hydron goes Sojourn. Sojourn will just use. I don't think they can kite this out, can they? Orisa might die. Orisa is going to die. That one hurts, too, because it's such a cheap fight win, too. It took a decent amount of time as well. 40, but they're going to come back at like 45%. Is Huangzhou Spark still playing? No. It's literally just Toronto. Olsen coming? Oh, maybe not. Played him out. Yeah, you definitely need 2 fights here for sure. Oh, they almost got Merit. That's a really good fight. That's a really good fight. I think you take that. Yeah, that's good for M80. That's not best case scenario because winning the fight is best case scenario, but like that is what you wanted, right? You get your 2 ultimates. That was fine. That was fine. That was what they needed the fight before. That was good. That's right. That was useful. Know your place. Interesting, Gabe. I'll check it out. All right, winnable for M80. Winnable. Kitsune Rush going to be huge here. Find some isolation on those DPS. Pulse Bomb coming up as well. Amity should win this fight. Should, being the key term here.
Their worries for M80. This flux from someone could really just put the nail in the coffin, especially if the DPS from M80 do end up stepping up. Already pretty low. His Hawk actually dodges out of the way.
Suzu's already used. There's the beat just in time though. It's just the NA dive there, right there. It's just like horrific staging from the supports and tank there. They dive across the stage, and then he just gets focused out, but you need your Tracer stage there so that you could force the recall there. I don't know where Pelican was, but he cannot leave his monkey out to dry there. Big Pulse Bomb, Suzu's forced, Hawk is dead. Sojourn ult from Sidron? Sidron, I say. I think that's it. He needs to hit a shot like now. Tracer honestly needs to be the one to die, I think. Well, they managed to stall here. Oh, there's the shot. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. The staging with the Winston requires you to clear space methodically. You can't soft-eyed with the enemy Tracer's control because its enemy Tracer will just shoot you in the face. This map was a mess from M80.
Continue to kind of run the Sigma. They may have actually started off on the Winston yet again, right? I know as the Winston was really good on the first point. So they start off with the Orisa-based composition with a Cassie. They take high ground, they get control, and everything's all well and good. But that one fight where they end up
Merit is really good, yeah.
Barrier, trying to get it out from Toronto Defiant and Vega.
Rightfully being hard in A will never get old for me. It's not just NA. It's the West in general. It's everybody in Overwatch. What's wrong? We were right. No, I wasn't wrong. I'm never wrong. Okay. Winston versus Orisa? We've seen this before in EMEA. Or at least I think it was the Malga versus Winston. It'd be interesting to see here.
That's, I think, probably the thing here. Like, maybe you thought they were going to come out and play Winston of their own, right? So you mirror it where Winston versus Orisa, the Orisa has so much great survivability.
They need to get an angle. If they can get an angle onto someone with the Orisa, they're going to be cooking. If they don't, someone will be able to harass their Sojourn 24/7. Someone is playing around and around and around and around. Kind of getting squeezed there. Good execution from Toronto at the start there. I practice staging and dive. Oh, if only we had answered that question, you would know. I mean, to get a little bit of cap there.
Like PG, right? How good a Sojourn could be to just kind of like turn the tides of certain fights and things. And even though M80 gets the point first, I mean,
Hydron's going to go Cassidy or punish on Monkey. I'm actually not so sure that Cassidy's better here. I think this map is a little too open for Cassidy, frankly. You would almost need to like rotate as a unit here and try to catch staging. So this is now a skill check comp for Toronto. With the Sojourn, I think it was a little bit more reasonable where things could go wrong. But if Toronto loses this, I think it's a skill check here. What time do you think he'll end stream? I'm not sure.
It's just such a frustrating thing to kind of deal with. But the Cassidy definitely a little bit more vulnerable.
Super disciplined staging there. Sugar-free stalling. They hit the rotation. That's a good punish on the rotation. Suzu is forced. Then Pulse is landed, and that's it. Like I said, skill check. Someone needs to be careful, though. That was a little sloppy from someone.
Ultraviolet pretty low. TP's away at 1 HP. Can he survive? No, he cannot. Toronto Defiant. They do lose someone to a pulse bomb.
What's with all the roasting? What do you mean? What do you think of the 3 most problematic heroes for Overwatch 2? That's tricky because the ones I dislike the most are not necessarily the most impactful. Right now. Ooh, tempo dive. Tracer wasn't staged for that, though, so they kited out pretty easily. Primal's Force, Kitsune is used. There should be a lot of space for Toronto if they play their cards right. RuPaul comes back in with Kitsune. They will need a beat from Vega, I think. There it is. Doesn't hit RuPaul, though. But Hawk has lost his Fortify, and he's down. Is Curious just played because this composition is like, you don't need... There's a lot of push-pull here, and a lot of Tracer. Well... The dice don't lie. The dice don't lie. The dice never lie, guys. The dice never lie. Wait, you guys went 37% for Toronto? I guess there wasn't enough time for you guys to vote properly, but you guys are crazy. Y'all are unreal. Roast my highlight? All right, we'll take this. We'll check this out. We'll do it again in a second. All right, Ravage, what do you got here? This better be good.
I'll tell him if it's good. Good.
Thoughts?
Good. Oh. Oh.
Thoughts?
I think it's sad that we don't see what happened at the end. Overall,
How would you give it on like a scale of 1 to 12? Or 6.5?
1 to 6.5.
1 to 6.5.
I honestly, okay. The positioning I feel like is. Wait, is this at second spawn or first spawn?
It's at second.
So they were spawn camping you when this clip took place?
No. This is first, the second point attack.
Oh. Yeah, because they hadn't pushed back. I think the positioning is slightly sus.
1 to 6.5.
1 to 6.5. I'd say the aim is like a nice crispy like 4.7.
A nice crispy 4.7.
But the positioning's a tragic travesty 2.
Ooh.
So I'd say we have to average those two numbers and.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Wait, you guys are still betting for Toronto?
Wait, this person's playing on defense or offense? Are they attack or defense?
I think they're on attack.
Are they on attack or defense? Because
It's defense?
defense. What are you doing here then?
I have no idea.
Because if they're pushing cart, they haven't.
Probably they rotated up all around this high ground, then dropped around behind.
I'll give you a slight pass, maybe. The aim was really good.
Is the prediction goofed up, y'all? Did I mess up the prediction? Can people not predict?
Who is this?
Tectros is such a nerd.
Oh, I was like, who commented that?
No, it's Tectros. No new prediction? All right. So we'll do a prediction. Yeah.
I gotta go.
All right. Bye. Love you.
That's all I have for today.
Prediction? Yeah, we just do it again. There. Oh, no, it's a 30-second prediction. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's a 30-second prediction. You guys are going to have to deal with it.
Students of the game, I don't know how you do, a final day with 5 teams and only,
My bad. You guys got to hustle with the predictions here.
So this is an M80 map pick.
Hustle. I messed up. I'll fix it next time. Okay, it's okay. 2 1s is M80. All right, 2 1s is M80, y'all. 2 1s is M80. What do we got? No ones. 2 2s. Oh, we forgot to roll this dice. Oh, I gotta re-roll. I forgot a dice. 2 1s is M80. Do you guys see any ones here? I don't. Toronto pulls out map 2 victory. 2 victory. Unlucky. Toronto, I'm afraid, locks in 2-0. YouTube stream, please. You guys are high. Yeah, but it's behind. It's behind. I guess it doesn't matter long term. I'll consider after this map. What's the ability? Is it higher quality? Does it have better quality? You know what? All right, fine. We're behind. Are you happy? Is this really better quality?
Some control here already for M80, but there's Marriott with a shot on the ultraviolet.
Can I catch up? Yeah, let's find out. Yeah, we'll maybe catch up a little bit here then. Makes sense. By the way, Commander X is still be right backing. Look at this guy. how much money do you guys think he's made while he's been AFK? Let's say he's running like, I bet he's made probably 50, 60 bucks. AFK. I bet he has. I mean, he's been live for what? 4 hours? 5 hours?
Don't let them die. Sugar Free already got a post bomb. Could need that one too if he's quick with it. You know Hawk is pretty damn sharp with eating ultimates. Merritt's already got an overclock though, Matt, or at least 5% towards.
Classic build-up goodwill. Yeah, you guys got exploited. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? Hawk on the Diva.
Very quick rush onto the point and into the mega health pack room. They kind of swap sides.
This guy prioritized APAC over EMEA. And then had the audacity to blame it on IRL responsibilities. Like that guy ever leaves the house.
Inside the middle of the room, Hawk's pretty low. Ends up is going to have to remake eventually as the rest of his team.
He was there just a minute ago. Yeah, he'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. He'll be back in 10 minutes. He just went out to get some cigarettes. He'll be right back, y'all.
Close to if they stagger him long enough. Toronto defiant, just unwavering in their ability.
Oh, this stagger's gonna be brutal. They can keep staggering him too.
Sucks. He's going to keep going.
Here, like, what do you know? Yeah.
Surprised he didn't go for the remix sooner. Just to force the kill faster. Oh, and they caught Hydron as well. Oh my gosh, that's literally 30 seconds off the clock.
Good play from Defiant there.
He's just, yeah, true.
Forcing one fight. It's one fight now, Matt. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Pelicans in the back line.
It is basically one fight at this point, true.
Looks like he knows he's there.
Beat for Sojourner. Not the old economy of old time here. Yeah, that is a lot of old charge. And Hydron's dead. I don't know where Hydron was when he popped that, but that should have been kited out. But I guess maybe they didn't have the tracer to mark their tracer because Pelican was on the point. They needed to time that better. If Pelican had touched point and then they'd pop Sojourner, that would have been a little combo there. Because then they have to choose like whether they give up that last tick or not. But they mess up the timing there.
He's going to have to just jump back to spawn, swap tank, swap back to Diva. If he wants to stay that, of course. Maybe just a Winston for Hawk right now. As Toronto look like
unlucky.
Hold first here.
Yeah, I mean, what? You're not going to get a use of a tank ultimate pretty much the entire half here.
I don't know what. Yeah, you guys are straight coping. M80 is cooked. The dice never lie. The dice never lie.
I don't think they're going to get that, mate, unfortunately. Nice
No, what?
Oh my god.
Hello?
Free Vega dead. Wait a second. Pelican.
I never doubted.
M80 lands the double. Someone is still here. Same with RuPaul.
So when a deadbeat secret out of the ghost you, they become Codex? Yes.
Maybe do something.
Every time I see Comer Codex, it's uncomfortably close to Commander X.
Somehow Pelican lands the double.
Guys, please stop talking. Is Pelican still on ping? That stinks, man.
You know, by where that fire truck is, and just ends up. I don't know if maybe Sugar Free blinked into it.
Poor guy.
Just kind of playing from there.
Malga Hawk. Interesting. No, the fight's starting. Spectators, please. Oh.
Yeah. Oh wow.
God, what a beast.
Okay, never mind. They're just staging.
Yeah, it looks like Sugar Free
Fake
was,
news.
down in the corner as the pole's attached to him, so didn't have time to get out of the way. And
I like the Malga swap. You're not going to win an honest Overwatch here, so you might as well roll the dice here and see what happens. It worked for us, right, y'all?
forcing M80 all the way back. Oh, this ends
Oh, Hydron.
It's been rather rough.
Ooh, Merritt is cooking.
UV and Pelican rounds the corner
Mr. Hunga Munga.
from
Change my Twitch to that? No, you should not change your Twitch to that.
And that rush was saved from the previous point. At least RuPaul
Kind of a silly death there from RuPaul.
in their back pocket. They really need to use it, but they're neutral game right now, Matt.
So Malga, you can kind of leverage point here
It's just clean.
and just abuse the monkey, whatever. We saw it used by Twisted Minds pretty well. Looked pretty good versus Ex Oblivione. Why does Eka say Malma? I don't know. It's I don't know if it's a proper pronunciation, but it sounds kind of silly.
Good at their dive that there's really not an opportunity for Hawk to just kind of like stand there and pump out damage, right? You see constantly having to back up.
3 people from MR80 were on the point at that one time, and yeah, they're
Oi, nice.
Hawk. We're in Hawk's POV, and Hawk was way out of the
It's the correct way to say it. Makes sense.
to rejoin.
And why doesn't Malga say it the correct way?
Is killed. Someone is pretty low, but pops the primal rage to make sure they stay alive. And
Get the tracer, get her.
in the underground.
Ooh, he gets the Lucio.
Got the sound barrier, but fortunately
He needs to live, though. He does.
weave his way out of danger.
Did Hawk get a single ult? Not yet. This would be ult number 1 If Hawk gets it, key term being if, someone, I'm telling you, someone's staging is so clean. Always avoiding the unnecessary damage. Suzu slide.
Nice pulse bomb. That's going to be a Suzu though, keeping him up.
Yeah, nice pulse bomb. Even better, Suzu. Pelican going super low, has to back out. Sugar Free's got a pulse.
Hawk is still at 87%, man. But he is not getting anybody to shoot.
They just want to be able to fight split fights. They don't want to fight on this.
Beat is good. Vega 3-2-1 beat. Will Hawk get the ult? Yes. He gets it, and it's all he needs. Wait. Oh, the Suzu. Well done, Ultraviolet. Hawk should be dead. Still losable here. No, it's not. Never mind. Well, M80 on the juice. I think you stay Malga here, honestly. Samoan. Oh, the voice actor isn't Samoan. That's weird. Isn't Monkey way weaker in third point? At the very end of third point, yeah. Start of first point, he's pretty good. Or third point, he's pretty good. Ultraviolet just freaking dies. I'm not sure what happened there.
Lose Ultraviolet right away, but the cage fight there is really kind of what ends up winning them. That point is they end up with a way earlier sound barrier than Toronto Defiant, right? Vega held on to it for a very long time, was able to get it, pretty late. It's just that cage fight there from Hawk was massive.
Yeah, trapped everybody, and then those barrier walls come up, and Merritt can't really do much.
No, I don't think so, Borkborf. I think you can get away without playing him. Ooh, early dive there from Toronto. Toronto doing a really good job of kind of setting these early dives in the open space. Briggs is interesting.
Really like this. You're burning as much time off the bank as possible, Matt, because you know they had about a minute and 20, a minute and 25. Now M80 have got one fight to end.
The Rock wasn't available for scheduling. Huh.
Extremely costly to get that spawn.
Look at someone's positioning. He's down in the underground right now, ready to spring it out.
Oh, look at this staging, guys. This is so free. That's it. I love the flank staging here from someone. That's so cute. One of my bias has been affirmed by the Master Spilo. I'm free. Oh, does someone have the voice of Ryan Vax without smoking 80 cigarettes per day? It's all about distortion, y'all. You gotta go, you do stuff like that. There's different ways to get stuff besides using your voice.
Considering where M80 was at the beginning of the game, really.
Aaron DePaul just built different. Yeah.
That's about as good as you could ask for, considering you really
mewing the voice.
From Pelican, didn't even get that first. That play from Pelican still keeps them alive in this map, and then also, I mean, look, you go down 2-0 to a team like Toronto Defiant. I mean, you're in a real rough spot, especially because the next map, New Queen Street, would be a Toronto Defiant. It is their map pick.
Right. Yeah, it looks like they've got every small little answer for them. M80 struggling to get that first point. They managed to get 66% on their first couple of attacks, but that 33% and Pelican really just being the guardian.
Staging means setting up for the dive, just taking flanks, taking angles.
Second point. So yeah, it's a rough look for M80 right now, but things can all change, of course, as they go over to the defense. Gonna run the Orisa now.
So the Orisa on defense, maybe you can kind of circumvent this a little bit here, playing the monkey, but it'll be really difficult. We see a lot of teams take that left-hand room by the point, right? It'll be very difficult to push out against the Orisa. That's, I think, where it can be very difficult.
Also, people gaslighting me about this. I can't even edit it. Look. I can't edit it. You're supposed to be able to edit your things, but you can't edit it when you post a reply. So just FYI, in case you were thinking that. This was a purposeful... I have a reputation to defend, you know what I'm saying? I can't edit it. So I post it, anytime you post a reply, even if you have the Twitter Blue, you can't edit it. It's super annoying. Because I've had this where I've had to completely take down entire tweets because I made a typo and it's oh, well, I posted a reply, now I have to start all over again. It's obnoxious. I used to be able to, that you could see the edit thing, but then it would bug out. It would edit. Because you can't edit with bolds and italics. It's weird. Orisa versus Sigma opener. He just got hit. I don't know. He was behind fire truck. He got volleyed by someone.
That is night and day first point capture for Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, M80, they got it by
yeah, cheating is not staging. Cheating is just running it down to your targets instead of setting up.
Basically, just take it for nothing. I know you get that first pick onto Hydron. That is massive. Is now we're going to actually see a Sigma head-to-head. So Hawk, very good, on Sigma. Right there, though, you
Sigma mirror. Someone goes Ryan. Someone goes Winston. Oh, dear. Someone just absolutely going wild.
just kind of counter-picking each other constantly in the tank.
Oh. That must be tough with ping as well. Scum one.
Definitely have a recall in that situation too. A little short up from Merit. Kills Pelican, who was trying to play a little bit cheeky.
If not for Spilo's involvement, I've got my points by now. Unlucky, y'all. Remember, M80 are not going to win this. The dice spoke. Hey, zombie.
Sojourn is cool, build it up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sojourn, she can move really cool.
Exactly, man. Sojourn is cool. Although I do like Widowmaker. I'm a Widowmaker fan, but
No.
Sojourn Power Slide.
Oh, I forgot you don't have class today. Oh, thank goodness.
What do you mean I don't? It's like 5 o'clock.
I know. I just sometimes think it was like a Tuesday, Thursday, or whatever.
It's like you're staring the devil in the eyes when you see a Sojourn glowing with
It's
overclock
Saturday.
or just a regular rail.
Yes, the dice are telling the truth, by the way, just in case we're rolling the dice for the predictions.
To go.
Yes.
Nearing the final checkpoint here is
Map predictions.
this is a really
Yeah.
good one too. Just forcing the rush, forcing kills.
That's a T.
Hopefully getting an extra ultimate or two. But
Thank you.
isolated, ends up going down and forces M80 to try and come back up with something here. They cannot let this
Oh, nice Pelican. Pelican? Beat is forced. Beat is traded. This is unironically contestable by M80 here. They could win this here. Oh, this could go either way. Someone is low, though. He's not going to get his primal. I think M80 wins this.
right now without too much support. Eventually,
The what in your shotgun?
the rest of the team as Toronto Defiance have to go on the retreat. Still a couple of meters to go though, Matt, and this is still in a dire situation for M80.
I mean, it feels like we're 2 Pelican pulse bombs away. I know from
Yeah, true. That Pelican pulse bomb, man, is like those Pelican pulse bombs are huge. It is a good looking map. I think Midtown is good.
Fully charged up with a railgun shot. Typically, like you'll see Hydron here potentially, right?
Oh, someone with a flank, y'all. You get scouted by Tracer, though. Oh, that's the flank. That's the scouting. Oh, Hydron again, man. Like
Hydron down again, Primal Rage pop.
that is actually they actually scouted that well. Pelican did, and they still.
Heard a gravitic flux go off, but I'm not sure.
Oh man.
And there's the cap. Vega finding it as the entirety of M80 with either dead or distracted.
So the question is, guys, how many of you guys are gonna bet points in M80 next map?
Matt, this is feeling like
Are you gonna keep gambling?
there's 4 minutes to
Are you gonna keep gambling?
to get back to the point. They've got half a fight.
This is cooked. This goose is cooked. They're gonna run back to point, and they're gonna kill the Sojourner Lucio on the rotation. I called it.
There's no touches. There's no touches, Matt.
GG's.
Toronto Defiant end up taking Midtown.
I don't know how Hawk didn't contest there, but it didn't matter.
Blown out right now.
All right, y'all. Listen, I'm going to open up the betting right now so that I don't forget. Whatever I do a map design tier list, maybe. Maybe. I had this conversation the other day where I actually feel like map design is a little bit of a trickier one. Okay. 2 maps in a row. M80 has had more Preds than Toronto, somehow. So surely, guys, Toronto wins. Surely, guys. Now, it's tricky though because like there is a chance. M80 again has map choice here, right? Or no, no, they don't. It's Toronto map choice. So like if it's like 95% M80, you could or Toronto, you could win big here. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that I'm encouraging that. I'm just saying be cautious here. Let's change the submission period to 2 minutes here. All right, submissions are live. What do you guys think? 90% of gamblers quit before they hit big. That is true. That is true. I am manipulating the market. Remember to floss your teeth. Yes, thank you. Toronto won. Lexa. Toronto won, Lexa. 20K and M80. Surely you won't regret that one. Surely you won't regret that one. Wait, why does M80 have 42K? You guys are insane. Oh, that's smart. Hedge your bets, Alendial. Hedge your bets. Hedging your bets just means that you never win big. It guarantee you never win big. I think hedging your bets, I think A balanced financial portfolio is terrible. Here's what you do. You bet all your money, you go broke, you go on your grind set. Either you go broke and you get on your grind set, which is amazing, or you don't go broke and you're a trillionaire. Never hedge your bets. Life hack. What do we do? I'm not going to even look at the channel points. I want to see. Yeah, so it's a win-win scenario. Kind of cold. I meant to put a sweatshirt on. Why stop at a trillion? That's a great point. It's a great point. Look at this. Look at this transition on the left here. Wait. They're listening. Okay, what do we got here? Yo, how is M80 at 140 and 150? How is it that close? You guys are insane. There are some people that either don't know how to do mathematics. I don't know. And it's been close all the way through. It's not like some of you guys try to like scam it at the last possible second by like try to bait it. You guys are crazy. I'm freezing cold. I'm putting on a sweatshirt, man. Everyone fell for the bait. Perfect. I know. Toronto predictors are about to win big again. Oh, I guess we got to roll the dice. We didn't. Have the dice been entirely accurate? I think the dice have been accurate every time, right? 5 times, I think. I think 5 times the dice have been accurate. All right. What does M80 need to win, guys? What does M80 need to win? More even than odd? Okay, more even than odd. This is what M80 needs to win. Let's check it out, y'all. Okay. All right, more even than odd. M80 wins this one. 1, 3 odd. No, you guys are cooked. It's over. Toronto wins again. It's over. Kiss your points goodbye. The dice never lies. Never lies. The dice have been right 5 times in a row. I haven't been wrong once, I think. Flip that, make a stream alert. What, the dice? What are you talking about? I don't think I feel like I'm at this point. It's like I can't even say. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. I feel like a lot that.
What? This? I give up. Okay. I'm curious to see what Toronto plays here. It's gonna be Winston, Doomfist, Mauma from Hawk. Maybe Ram. That would be weird. Why are they playing Orisa? Might be Mauga. Defense. I don't think Orisa's bad right now. Oh, okay, Debbie, thank you. I can't. I swear I can't. There's literally nothing I can do that can't get misconstrued at this point. Mauga Ramatra. How does a Ramatra look? That's going to be a really interesting question here. Because I've been wondering why more teams haven't been trying Ramatra. Not because I think Ramatra is like necessarily broken, but I do think he's pretty strong. I'm just not sure how he does in the matchup. I think Ramatra is pretty bad versus Mauga, but in the Nemesis form, but he's pretty good in the Omnic form. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see how this goes. Will someone swap?
Yeah, they really want to just get in there in some sort of way. Wait for Hydron to maybe get a pick right. A lot of the time it's just Sojourns getting railgun shots across the map. The Hawk does want to separate the team with the Mauga. That Vortex is going to be fairly annoying for the Mauga to kind of deal with too. Worth keeping in mind. Just kind of getting slowed down like that. Your head in the box is going to
Who's someone? Someone's who? Yeah, someone will go Orisa, I think. It's probably a pretty good shout. And they caught someone. And now he's dead, I think. Oh, they missed the Suzu. Hawk might be dead too. Ooh. Oh, no, he gets the Mega. He needs to run. Yeah. Someone actually goes Doomfist. Interesting. Okay, there's the Orisa swap. Maybe he's just rolling off faster. Yeah, it's more for the rest of the team. And just like a self-sufficient mobile support. Lucio doesn't really need to speed anybody here if you're running Malgus. Just he kind of does his own thing. If you ran any other support, it'd be too easy to isolate and kill. Freaking Duckskin is disturbing. Really nice Sojourn ult here. Oh no, the support is not there. The Suzu is too late. They're gonna commit here though. They do get the kill, but it did cost Pulse. This is still winnable for M80 here. Wow, that's such a clean clip. You think I could go with a Moira or even a Brick? No, I don't. There was a brief period in time not long ago where teams were toying around with like a Moira in place of another support, just kind of like meme stuff, but no, not really. Thank you. What about the snacks, treats, and juice? I mean, I don't know, man. It's a hard. I mean, it's fine if not. I'll probably just die. It's okay. Pretty good start from 80. A little bit lucky on the comp rollout, and then obviously that fight, but is hard focusing the Malga worth in this matchup? Situationally. Like, if he doesn't have Cardiac and you have Fortify, sure. If he's low, yeah, sure. Oh, we're listening in. Nice. Is Hydran streaming right now, guys? Oh, thank you. That's a lap call there.
Orisa is their win con. They know exactly how they want to approach the fight, and good overextension there. Not dying, just saying don't die, don't die, don't die, right? Just making sure they can get up and maybe punish RuPaul. There's a lot more win conditions.
I will say though, I think the Malga's a lot better in this map than the Orisa. I think this map is a little broad for Orisa.
And here comes the cage fight, but Hawk is strapped straight up against that bot on the wall. The sound barrier comes in for Leb, and as someone just spins to win.
He isn't streaming? Got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
An inch of damage by the looks of it. M80 kind of running away with this game now, Matt. Checkpoint in their hands, and they burn a
Curious to see if someone swaps. If he's going to swap, it's going to be now. He might not, but yeah, there it is. I just don't think Oris is that good in this map. It's too broad. Malga has way better mobility, even if she has the edge and the advantage in the matchup. Yeah, I agree, Bork.
This is like what got them into trouble, right? Is like playing against these Malga-based compositions still, where it feels like, you know, someone, I mean, man, he's gonna have to hightail it out of there. Really difficult to keep him up.
Man, that was props to Vega there, keeping Merit alive, just setting him up for these shots. Oh, he just
Doom swap.
looks so easy. There you go. There's the bot back in their favor, Matt. But for how long? I mean, only 18 meters, and M80, they have checkpoint 75, so checkpoint and then some. Pelican come in with a pulse. Hydron so close to an overclock. I mean, Vegas sound barrier, they've just got to beat in, try and find the kill onto Hydron here.
Yeah, I think that's the key, right? For Toronto to find you have this huge sound barrier advantage. Like, you have to give that sound barrier, you know, especially make sure it hits
an NA? Yeah, probably.
All of his health already before he even gets in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Make a play. Otherwise, I feel like you're just going to keep getting...
Beat engage is well-timed. Hawk should die.
They've stolen the bot. They've stolen the bot. Okay, luckily, New Queen Street, you can get the bot back pretty quickly, but still, reducing the time they have to actually push here. They do use that sound barrier, Matt, like you said.
I have a big head? Referring to what? Physically or, you know?
Receiving heals in just a moment as RuPaul does teleport in. However, still pretty damn that you have to get these kills. He ends up actually trading, of all things. RuPaul couldn't heal him up quick enough. They were rumbling in that room there. MH just had damage and had the presence and the healing to just keep everybody up. And now RuPaul just cowering for his life. I say cowering. He's taking the 1v1 versus Hydra right now. He can TP away to the high ground, but they have got a frontliner here. Hawk is back on the point.
But it feels like that was the fight they needed to win. Here's going to be Kitsune Rush here on the high ground. It's going to just have everybody on MA.
Thank you, Munch.
Hightail it, but that time they end up...
It was really good then. Thank you.
that was just like the last fight, right? They use sound barrier, they get Hawk early.
Oh, you're needed for a question.
And much progress, and now this time though they
Pepper.
have control.
Need you for a question.
Still gonna be behind by a lot though.
It was massive too.
What do you want, Gleb?
What do I want? What?
He's got a question for you.
Oh, I'm here.
Do I have a big head compared to my body? I think that's the question. Or maybe a different shot. Maybe a different question. Pepper, is his head big?
Doesn't want to go for anything cheeky though. No BM here as Hawk is back in action. And there's the sound barrier.
I think it's normal sized.
I mean, that sound barrier is huge, right? You just charge down.
The body is not short.
Trying to see. This is a normal size hat.
Well, I have headphones on.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to tell. When you get rid of his hair, I think he has a smaller
A smaller head?
slash normal head size.
Normal head. You heard it here, guys. Is this the TikTok hair? Okay.
Just to give himself a little bit more survivability.
Man, Hydron. It is saving Private Hydron right now. Had a rough go of it in a mid.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Suzu, all the heals that he could possibly want.
Thank you.
Is being thrown his way. Sugarfree ends up going down to
E-boy here? Okay.
there from UV. Hydron again. You got cardiac overdrive plus the Suzu.
Sorry, we're a little distracted at points, guys. The companion stream and stuff is definitely not like the deepest of analysis. So if you're here for the deepest of analysis, especially later in the thing, we go from like rap god kind of level energy here to where we're like a lot calmer. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice shot from Merritt. So we're just chilling. If you guys have any specific questions, I'm always down for it, but we're mostly just enjoying what's happening on our screen. Yeah, it was a nice rotation. Yeah, same in Qualify. It is odd.
You're still gonna have another fight probably over the checkpoint here, and for M8,
I'm not sure, Dubby.
Cage fight, right? So maybe you can actually catch someone before he uses that meteor strike and punish him.
You want quality analysis? Commander X doesn't even analyze. I've actually been surprised. And Commander X mostly just does like the whole casting thing, which he does really well. But I don't know if he's like looking to get back into casting or if that's just how he watches. Yeah, definitely losable. But Toronto, the dice never lie. Remember, Toronto wins these. Remember? Remember? The die never lose. The die never lie. Did I not tell you? Just, I want you to, as this map ends, I want to end with the sound of dice. Why are they focusing the Malga? Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang on there. No. Stay with it. Stay with it. Enjoy the ASMR. We're almost there. Hang tight. Almost there, guys. Keep hanging in there. Keep holding on. Keep squeezing. Come on, just a little more juice. A little more. Almost done. Just a little more, and there it is. The dice never lie. Take the L. Losers, I cannot believe you guys are that dense. Choose the outcome, Toronto, and enjoy your victory. Who made big? I want to know who predicted 3 Torontos. I know some of you guys did. Who won big? Who won big? How much did you win? How much did you win this match? This entire match, the 3 maps? How many points did you win, approximately?
Toronto, they clutched up in a big way.
Yeah, massive clutch.
4K?
To define. It felt like an M80 game, especially
Minus 15K. That is brutal. You lost 85K. I was wondering where all the M80 points were. There they went.
they're just winning these small fights.
They're 85,000 jail points. Oh my gosh.
Ridiculous stuff.
I don't think anyone would have expected it.
Yeah, I have the replay code. Link it one more time, W, will you?
Statement from Toronto Defiant.
I'm pretty sure we have it bookmarked already, but I'll bookmark. Yeah, I have it bookmarked already. Thank you. I wasn't sure if I did, but I did. Naturally. Nice, guys. I was going for M80 there. I think an upset would have been fun, but like I said, the dice never lies. The dice never, ever lies. You guys want to do some hammer time while we're waiting? Maybe we do some hammer time. How I watched 200 Overwatch team fights, and this is what I learned. Tips and tricks. All right, guys, hold on to your butt cheeks. I will, Gabe. I will, Gabe.
Watch 201 team fights over 14 games between bronze and
Is this the flats guy that everyone was talking about? Yeah. All right, let's check it out.
On some interesting info along the way. A lot of it is kind of what I expected, but it can potentially help you improve your own gameplay and see what high rank players are doing differently compared to what people do in your own rank. The different stats I tracked were time length of team fights, who got the first pick, who used the first ult, who won the fight, how many ults were used, and if a team soft reset during the fight. This will help answer a few questions such as how lucky you are to win after a first pick, how often you will win using the most ults, does using an ult first help you win more fights, and what decisions are GM players making that lower ranks are. The first data point I wanted to look into was time between fights. Each rank you go up adds about a little bit more than a second of grouping up time and staging your team before the fight even starts. That tiny amount of extra time.
That's actually such a fascinating statistic. Look at that, guys. It's almost 10. I don't know how, what the quantity of these fights were. But like that, I'm sure, barring any statistical, crazy, that is interesting. I wish there was an actual, number of fights here to know, how many high GM, how many team fights was this,
To group up and decide a route to take to the fight can be the difference between a fight win and a loss. Because the lower rank you go, the more likely players are to go in on their own before the team gets there and die, costing them the next fight. It's very rare to see GM players caught out before the team fight actually start and die. The opposite is true for team fight length. Team fights last forever in bronze because they hardly ever fully regroup. Even when there's a break between team fights, it's often too short. They average over a minute in length, and not only because they can't finish their kills, but because they don't have an understanding of when to go in and when not to.
Interesting.
This does seem to get better by the time they get to silver, where team fight length is pretty consistent from silver to diamond at around 44 seconds. Once you get to masters, team fights start to get quicker again. They average 36 seconds in masters and 29 seconds in GM. These ranks really know how to take advantage of getting a pick and capitalizing on it. They are also more mechanically skilled and are more likely to be able to outdamage the healing that is put out by the supports more consistently, resulting in kills. As you'll see later, these ranks also like to soft reset more often, which could result in shorter team fights, because all it takes is a kill or two, or an ult being used, and the team will back out.
That's a good point, yeah.
You know it's going to be a losing fight. Going into soft reset percentage, I only saw a bronze team soft reset once out of 23 team fights that I watched.
Interesting.
It did stay pretty consistent between silver to plat, and then starting in diamond.
I feel like there just needs to be a slightly higher quantity here. None of these. I mean, it's honestly, it's hard to automate this stuff because some of the stuff is really hard to automate. But I feel like you need to at least double this number here if possible. But it's still an interesting video nonetheless.
Players will soft reset more often.
I agree, Alexa.
This is a really valuable tactic to help you win more fights. Far too often in lower ranks, somebody will get picked off very early, but the team fight will still go on. Imagine you're on attack on Eichenwald and somebody dies.
No, he didn't watch 200 games. He watched 200 team fights, which is significantly different.
Right at the bridge to Junkrat spam. You could push in 4v5, or you can wait 10 seconds for them to get
It's still a lot. Like, that would probably take many, many hours, but still.
back and try again, and have a much better chance of winning. This is especially important at the end of a round. Let's say there's 45 seconds left on your attack, and you're just going into a team fight, and somebody dies. If you continue your attack, you take the last fight 4v5. Otherwise, you can wait that 15 seconds and still have a team fight. That would be your last chance for the round at 5v5. This decision making and the call to regroup is part of what separates lower ranked players from higher. Well, that begs the question, just how hard is it to win a 4v5? Over all the ranks, the average I found was about 71.5% win rate if you're the team with 5 or got the first pick. That is including fights where you traded 1 for 1 but got the kill first, or the player you killed got resurrected immediately, or the other team used more ults than you during the fight. That is how important getting that first kill can be. So if you get picked first and decide to go in 4v5, you now only have a 28% chance of winning that fight, based on what I found. That's why it's important to group up. Like I said, even if you get a kill and get res right away,
that is funny.
you're still at a pretty decent advantage. It puts res on cooldown, so if you have a Mercy of your own, you still have yours available and they don't. Or you could take advantage of the small time you are 4v5 and start making it hard for them to catch up on healing. Then when they're going for the res, it takes a few seconds to fly over, start the animation, and then they can go back to healing. So for that small window, you're actually up 5v3. So you can really do some damage, or even pick off the Mercy while she's vulnerable going for the res. You'll often see players die while Mercy's rezzing because she can't heal during that window of time.
Is it me, or is this kind of like an odd segue? It feels like we're talking like super long about like Mercy and Mercy res. Maybe that's just me. I guess we're talking about like interesting stuff here, but like,
if you take
feels like this is kind of dragging.
Ranks, the win rate jumps up even further to 78%. So you really need to understand when a fight is lost and potentially save your resources. Or is it
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
in your favor?
First pick win rate. We've already seen the stats.
More than
we can draw our own
bad
conclusions.
state for fights coming up. 50% chance of winning in first picks to win a fight.
I want to see the next
data
stat.
does back that up. Across all ranks, except for bronze, the win rate is pretty consistent around 79%.
That is actually so funny. Most ults used win fight win 54%. Like, you're almost at a coin flip. You have a slightly higher chance of winning a fight when you use more ults. That's actually insanity. And then what's crazy to me is, like, I guess it makes sense of the bell curve, but like how dramatically better silver players are. Like, and I think this has been the case for all of the statistics, right? Like the first pick fight win rate. I guess that one maybe not as much, but a lot of the other stats, like in general, it's like the team just going from bronze to gold is like dramatic ramifications.
If you use more ults than the enemy team.
How are we doing, by the way, over here?
Or it's about 75% if you keep bronze players in the stat pool.
Good.
This means it's super important to make sure you aren't blowing your ult after a team fight is already won or already lost. I'd see a lot of ults being used in a 3v5 or even 1 or 2v5 in lower ranks. Throwing away your ults like this takes away your chance of getting a close to guaranteed fight win if you have more than the enemy team. Or it gives the other team a guaranteed fight win over you because they can just press Q and win. Use you because you're flawed.
All right, I don't want to care about this. We can extrapolate our own opinions from this.
Kind of interesting. If you take out Masters and GM.
Whoa! Now, again, this is a small sample size here, but this is interesting. First ult used fight win rate. I wonder if that has to do with like the fact that the bronze players never set up their ultimates properly as well, so it's almost always like entirely wasted or whiffed.
You have a 53% chance.
But again, really small sample size here.
Ulting first. This could be ulting.
That's true, Lexo.
It's an even fight after you're up or when you're down a player. So it's basically a coin flip if you're going to win or lose. However, this average jumped to 74%.
Yeah, I think we'll stop here because I don't think this video has done a good enough job, like in terms of the quantity. It's nothing against this guy. I just don't think it's possible to like get the sample size properly, but it is interesting. Why is there an Elden Ring video being linked in here? What?
In the United Kingdom, the average life expectancy for a male such as myself is 78.7 years. As I'm recording this voiceover,
the sample size was 200 total team fights. It was like 25, 30 per rank or whatever. Or not even.
today is actually my birthday. I am now 31 years old and was born on the 13th of March, 1993, which means statistically I only have little over 47 and a half years left to live. Heck, let's get exact. From my date of birth, my expected date of death would be Thursday, the 5th of November, 2071, with the day rounded up. Yes.
Okay.
It's one of those videos. Video games have been around for well over 5 decades, and in that time, thousands upon thousands of video games have been made. According to a quick Google search I just did whilst writing this line, there are well over 800,000 different video games out there in the world. And if we take off the shovelware you find on mobile phones, we're looking at almost 100,000. And that's not counting unofficial fan games that I'm sure many have tried and failed to make over the years. Now, returning back to myself, I am what people might consider a mid-core gamer. I play a variety of genres, and the majority of my free time is just playing video games. I know, a total loser, right? However, the thing about me is that it's not often I actually finish many of the games I actually start. And it got me thinking.
I'm the opposite. I'm not the opposite. If I'm going to do anything, you gotta finish it. But because we set the bar really, really, like you're going to finish it, you have to set the bar really high. You know what I'm saying? Because you only have so much time to spend on something like that. So it's like, I do my research, I do my homework, I take notes, I prep, I sniff around. I'm not necessarily a completionist, no, I wouldn't say, but I do want to get the full experience out of the game, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not wasting my time. You finish multiplayer games, so I don't often play multiplayer games.
Why?
It depends. It depends on the multiplayer game. That's why I'm here, right? Like Overwatch.
Why do I purchase a whole game only to never finish it? The answer is
you're dumb.
Time. And that brings us on to the subject of this video. You just can't play everything, no matter how much you might want to.
I agree.
Let's find out why with some scenarios I, and perhaps even yourselves, are all too familiar with. Imagine this. You're playing a brand new video game you just bought and you're enjoying it. You're halfway through completing it. But then, what's this? A brand new shiny video game that everybody is talking about that you've also been looking forward to playing comes out, and, well, you don't want to miss out now, do you? People could spoil it, and there's so many cool things you've seen, you've just got to play it. So inevitably, you stop playing your current game and play the new one, where afterwards it usually goes,
but you gotta finish, because you never know. Like, usually the highest experience of the game is like, the conclusion or whatever, or like, it's the same thing like starting and moving and quitting halfway through. Do your research ahead of time. I'm telling you guys, it's a life hack. Do your research ahead of time. Find the kind of things that you enjoy. Do it with board games, do it with books, any sort of media. I never even go to okay, maybe that's just me, but I don't even go to the movie theater without researching at a time. You save yourself so much time.
The same thing happens again. You find a shiny new video game whilst playing this one, and the cycle continues. Or you actually do complete that new game.
The conclusion is usually awful, though. Well, that's why you do your research. That's why you do your research, so you don't waste time. I've enjoyed almost every game that I've taken the time to play, and I haven't played many, except for Assassin's Creed 2, I think, which I thought was dull and repetitive. But the story was good, but dull and repetitive, and the combat has not aged well. But everything else, did my research, and I almost knew that I was going to like it before I played it.
But it's been a long time since you played the game you stopped playing. You've forgotten the story, the mechanics. You put all those hours into the game. You might even have to start over to remind yourself.
So this is the thing. He's right about sunk cost fallacy. If you've committed to something and you don't like it, don't keep sinking time into it unless you're sure that you're eventually going to like it. I agree with that as well. But that's why you do your research ahead of time, so you have less sunk cost stuff coming up. That's my take.
On what to do. But that means it's so many hours just down the drain. Time of your life you've just wasted. And therefore, you may not go back to it. At least not right away. Because then maybe a new game comes out. Oh, doesn't it look so cool?
It's on the
It's
list,
a direct
Alexa.
continuation of that game you stopped playing a few years ago. But you're determined. So you start up that game again from the beginning after putting it off for so long, and, well, the same scenarios may occur, but there's also another scenario, and that is burnout. You did complete the game, congratulations, and now here's the sequel, just in the nick of time. As much as you enjoyed the last game...
Yes, I played Elden Ring. I quote-unquote completionist Elden Ring. I wasn't as interested in the PvP because I think taking PvP seriously in that game wasn't going to be all that interesting. But yeah, I did everything. I did all the regions, all the endings, all the bosses, all the nonsense. I played it all the way through once. I only did one playthrough because I was pretty busy, but I was great. It was a lot of fun. Please do Elden Ring DLC on stream. Maybe I'll do a DLC.
You feel so tired of the franchise for now, and so you decide to put off the sequel. Perhaps
no, I didn't.
Never even play it.
I didn't think Elden Ring that frustrating, frankly.
I tried Dark Souls. I struggled with the first boss, made it to Fire Lake Shrine.
I did Sekiro without breaking a sweat, so Elden Ring is a piece of cake.
And over. I didn't understand the appeal of these games, so I gave up.
Sure.
Then Bloodborne came out. Again, I didn't get too far into that, and gave up too. A couple of years went by, and I decided to watch two dudes play through Bloodborne. They were the Game Grumps, and I saw how bad Aaron sucked at the game.
Let's actually check really quick here. Okay, we're good. This is just like a highlight reel, right? Yeah.
But do you know what he did? He persevered. This is probably one of the first times in my life I ever felt inspired. If someone like Aaron Hansen, who is notoriously bad at paying attention to directions, can beat the Souls games, surely I could. And I did. I beat them all. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring. 8 or so years ago, I despised these types of games. They were too hard. But I persevered. And now, these are some of my favourite games of all time. If you're someone who finds things like Souls games too hard and needs an easy mode, then these games just aren't for you. I'm sorry, but it's something you will just have to accept. But that's okay. Across your life, you will have met people, made friends, had a variety of experiences and jobs you maybe loved or hated, and all of that culminates into the person you are. All of that makes you, you. And for some people, because of all of their different experiences, they are able to enjoy these games. Life's a trade-off. I thoroughly enjoy the Souls franchise.
This is the IRL RPG rollout video. You guys, we talked about this.
But sports games like FIFA or EA Sports FC
Same, no desire. I love sports, no desire to play NFL, sports games.
They're just not for me. I just can't get to grips with the gameplay. Meanwhile, others out there are absolutely cracked at them. Just because something is popular doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it. And sometimes we as humans are just going to have to accept that. After all, Christopher Nolan films? The majority just don't appeal to me, and most of them are just bad. There, I said it!
Okay, let's do our predictions really fast, y'all. Prediction. Start prediction. Who wins next map? LG. Timeless. 1 minute. Start your prediction. Let's do this really, really quick. We'll come back to this video in a little bit. Interesting video so far. I'm telling you guys, research ahead of time. Using your time efficiently. Life hack. I've realized this with books as well. Like, there are so many books to read out there that a lot of them have the similar messages, you know, self-improvement stuff. And like, you can have, like, a lot of even the coaching books I've crossed off the list because I'm like, there's nothing new that's going to be said here. Who are we going for, chat? Man, I don't know who I'm going for. I like Dante, I like Rocket. I like a lot of these guys. Generally, yes, but Chante. Have I read Atomic Habits? No, but I used some of the fundamentals, and the book is right behind me. It's on my to-read list. Vram Zarya. Because it's trash. Maybe. But it was also one game of the year and was initially regarded as a very highly well-reviewed first-person shooter. Some games will always be overly hated on. There's a lot of controversial movies and films, you know, that are still enjoyable. I'm trying to think what's a good analogy of a movie that's maybe controversial. That's why I don't look at one source for an opinion, you know?
respawn and no energy remaining.
Napoleon Dynamite is a controversial movie. I agree. Yep. And I really like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, you could see when we went kind of free cam where Dante was playing on the point, it was just rocket to the side.
So just getting, yeah, definitely need a more well-rounded approach. Okay. Now the Ram matchup here is kind of interesting because,
You know what this is?
yo, Hammertime, thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. We're just chilling, watching some OWCS. Hope you've been well, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, Rocket's already got that pulse as well. Well, that's a good start to the fight.
But yeah, Ram Zarya stuff. Zarya is going to be able to... I mean, Zarya's tricky. Like, Zarya can kind of bleed the Ram dry. But also the Omnic form has pretty decent poke as well. I think Ram is pretty good versus Zarya, honestly. I think Ram is pretty good versus Zarya. The one thing Zarya can do is... the old economy is a little bit cleaner. But yeah, the Cassidy is interesting. Short-range hero. Sojourn, more mid-range-ish. I think Cassie can function on this map. I'd be surprised to see him on the other two maps. Nice, dude. Nice. All right. Cheers. Thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Top 5 movie? I don't know about that, but it is a good movie. Hunter's Zarya build? Maybe. I think Zarya's pretty good. Zarya did get a buff. Let's not forget that. In the mid-season 9 patch. Oh my gosh. Ajax from Juby. Did you guys see that? Oh no. Oh no. Some decent trades for Luminosity though. Yeah, what was the final prediction? What was the final prediction ratio? Did you guys see it? I missed it. I didn't check. As long as we don't grab Ram, we're good. Oh no. He whiffed. He predicted it. Oh no. Oh no. Timeless. Oh, 53% LG. Oh no, guys. Hated mother. Makes sense. Horror movies in general are very controversial. I think the very nature of the genre is controversial because it opens up a broad spectrum of emotions. And if you're not scared, if you are scared, it's easier to wink at stuff that's bad about the movie. And vice versa. If you're not scared, it's easier to criticize some of the... I don't find there's very many sophisticated, well put together horror movies. So if they scare you, you're going to overrate them. If they don't scare you, you're going to underrate them.
Have the Sojourn in it, unless it's some type of, rush, really close brawl, when even then, Sojourn feels like it fits into that as well. Feels like you're going to be at a bit of a disadvantage.
Okay, Risa, Ashe. The Ashe is interesting. It's a pretty good point for Ashe here. I'm curious to see if they can make it work.
Dynamo's pretty nice. I mean, obviously you can just kind of lob it over the shield.
I'm a big Dante fan. Dante was super nice in California. I had a great time hanging out with him. Especially day 2, we spent a lot of time hanging out and chatting.
Activating on those targets. Squid also taking some severe damage from Rocket. Always kind of looking at Rocket's ult charge compared to King's right now. So a good indication, especially the first fight, how much the Tracer is doing. Rocket right now up to 50%. King going super.
Good pressure on the Ram there. The Ashe plus the Orisa is a nice combo. Can they clear the Sojourn? They do clear the Sojourn, and that's all they need. That's a massive dynamite right there. Oh, nice vision. Nice, guys.
Vision 2, good stuff. Okay, Luminosity in control.
Yeah, and that's going to have Timeless making changes already, so Icy will go over and play the Orisa. Don't really like
Orisa in response?
Orisa,
Ramatra, maybe it was a roll-up versus the Zarya.
The other day, landing some really nice shots on the Sojourn.
Looked like one of my dynamites.
Really, nail those shots on the Ashe. Is the dynamite...
Good pulse. Suzu, fortified, javelin spin. Timeless gets a lot of space out of that, and because of that tempo, quote-unquote tempo, they're able to get the pressure to squeeze the Ashe out, because that is the big weakness of Ashe, is if you make her move, she doesn't do damage. Turlands, I don't care. I just don't care. Please, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care.
It's hard for you to kind of peek the Bob to burn it and insta-kill it, and the Bob also sits there and contests. So on this point specifically, I think Bob has...
Brig Zen, nice. I must have missed it.
Kind of annoying for the enemy team, but we'll see how it ends up getting used. 5% away from Bob.
Luminosity probably going to try and move here with the Casino Rush on the high ground, right? So they're going to drop
Curie for Curie. Bob is used. It's a good one. But Bob is generally not as useful once you incorporate supportals because he does melt so fast. It needs to hit something. I don't care about your viewers' well-being. I don't. Yes, I think that's a good way of putting it. Yes. They played on a rig. No, I haven't seen it. Telling you, early in meta, it's all about compositional bias. Everyone's like, oh, why is Orisa being played? I have no idea. These guys don't know what they're doing, bro. These guys don't know what they're doing. People are just picking like what feels good and rolling with it. The level of play fall off after Owl ended? I mean, just the fact that the metas have shifted as much as possible. But yeah, I think probably a little bit. Not being able to play full-time all the time. Nice pull seat by Icy. Chopper on the juice. Oh, nice javelin there by Dante. Life and death of James Miles. Gonna watch the KR replays? Maybe. Gentle reminder, by the way. Commander X is still be right back. He's still AFK. And he still has like 148 lurkers. He'll be right back, guys. He'll be right back. My man is getting minimum wage while sound asleep. Kitsune for Kitsune. The problem from Timeless or Luminosity is that they have to worry about point, and Timeless can give up point. And that's it. Timeless cooked it. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Timeless pulls it out. Yeah, how are you guys always so wrong? How do you guys manage to do this? Have you guys have like what, like 6 wrong predictions or 7 wrong predictions in a row? How are you guys just? Oh, we forgot to do our dice roll, guys. You've been right 6 times in a row. We gotta redo that one. All right, let's take a quick second and let's learn Max.
Let's talk about that. There are so many different types of genres out there, some that seemingly became entirely new genres just by mixing 2 together, like Metroidvania. Somehow they took game names and mashed them together to make a genre, and yet most of us somehow know what that means. And if you don't, Google it. The fact of the matter is that not every genre will appeal to everybody. I've already mentioned sports games, but then there's games that involve micromanagement. City builders like City Skylines, or even stat adjustment games like Democracy and Football Manager. Seriously, who enjoys this? It's like staring at spreadsheets after all.
Commander X called out. Commander X called out.
Already staring at spreadsheets in your 9-to-5 office job. You might as well just keep working if you're having that much fun. Most RPGs are, of course, notoriously known for spanning anywhere between 10 to 100 plus hours in a single playthrough, which is maddening when you think about it. Especially when you see some RPG games with that amount of content barely crack 1 million sales. Meanwhile, the FIFA games, where they would just take the previous game, slightly update the graphics and change the football roster, would sell 10 million plus within a few months of each release.
Dude, I cannot get over how bad sports game graphics are. Like, this has been the case since, like, I remember Madden was something I enjoyed playing as a kid. Madden 2005. And I remember looking back and like, man, it's been 20 years and it still looks bad. It feels clunky. Like, it's...
My point, though, is that whilst these RPGs might appeal to the likes of myself, there are those they just won't. There are people who only ever enjoy short experiences because they just don't have the time or energy to care about their fake RPG family when their baby is crying in the other room. You should probably go check on your baby, by the way. And then we actually do have fake families, like in the...
Let's do our prediction really fast while we're waiting, because while we're fun maxing, you know what I'm saying? Let's start a prediction really fast. Timeless or LG, get your votes in.
The Sims, your home away from home, whilst you're probably playing it in your own home. but a game like that can at least be played in small bursts. Maybe you're into some indie titles where experiences are relatively short and doesn't demand your soul in exchange to understand what the hell is going on. God forbid you actually do sell your soul and exclusively only play multiplayer games. Speaking of...
Oh no. Called out. Did I watch the ENCA match?
Let me tell you a story.
I missed I was coaching.
January 2019. The Chronotoko back then was a simple man, gleefully playing through single-player titles like Darksiders 3 and Resident Evil 2 Remake. Then February came along, and a small, little niche game you might have heard about called Apex Legends launched and ruined my life. I kid you not, Apex absorbed so much of my time that since its day one launch, according to my PlayStation, I had put nearly 4,000 total hours into it. Of course, 500 or so hours was probably just being on an idle login screen, so maybe about 3,500 hours. But that's almost half a year of my life to this one game. And don't think my wallet escaped either. I genuinely think I've spent almost £1,000 total through battle passes and skins. From around Season 4 onwards,
people make fun of
made sure to
Overwatch.
reach Diamond in the ranked mode. And as seasons progressed, I would end up playing less and less. But I still managed to reach Diamond every season. Until... one time I couldn't. And somehow that gnawed at me.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. This one might be an interesting one to talk about.
We'll get to see what Luminosity want to run on defense. Looks like the Zarya still, but they're running with the Cass.
Cassidy with Zarya is pretty normal. Basically, the idea is, oh, why do they do this stupid dance? Why? Just cover your screen. I don't want to see the dance. I don't want to see the stupid, whatever dance thing it is. The Zarya with Cass is normal because Cass is generally like the fragile one in this comp. So you need some sort of direct peel through bubble. It makes sense. It's the same thing with the Baptiste, right? No, I'm not dancing. No, I don't mind all the dances. It's that one dance mope that just makes me irrationally angry. It's not a good dance. Stop spamming that emote. You're not funny, or amusing, or intelligent, or worth anything. Both bubbles and lamp. I want to know what happened there, but I don't know what happened. I'm not the party pooper. I am not. Oh, that's a window of opportunity there. Stop spamming that emote. I feel like Zarya is kind of tough here. This map is pretty open. I think it's too easy to isolate the Zarya, honestly. I think if you... I wonder if what they could have done with like a D.Va instead... And that would translate better into second. I think Dante has a swap here. I just can't imagine. I don't know. I understand the logic there. But I just don't know if the Zarya works on this map. There's logic. It would work. It has potential to work on flatter maps. I just don't think it works on this map. I'm not emote farming. Look, do you see emotes being spammed? No, it's just the same brain dead people like Elendiel. Oh, and Gabe. But something about low bar. Oh yeah, what was the ratio of the predictions, guys? I didn't see. What is that from Artifice? Who even is that? 76 timeless? Makes sense. That's probably the first decent prediction. Oh, we forgot to do our dice roll, guys. How do we know? How will Luminosity win this? How will Luminosity win this? What do you guys think? Remember, the dice never lie. 6 6s? No, that's too unexpected. That's too unreasonable. All ones? No, you guys are no. Snake Eyes? 2 1s? All right, 2 1s. I haven't looked at the dice result yet. 4 6 1 3 4 6. Yeah, no Snake Eyes, y'all. Timeless, easy dub. The dice never lie. We couldn't even get 2 1s. It is Jover. Yeah, there's the beaten gauge. Squid is too close. Bap window is pretty decent, but he's going to be dead. 3 2 1. Where did Riker go? Because he just disappeared. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Dante on Orisa is also not great here either. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that Dante brawl tank man, and You need a Winston. You need a Diva. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's tough. Orisa should be okay here, though. Orisa's where Orisa will be good. I'm like a Cho Han dealer. What's a Cho Han dealer? Bonjour, Mr. Pro. That's French. Hey, look at you. I have an educated chat. I was beating up on you guys for not being as smart as Commander X's chat, but I actually think you guys... There's a chance that you guys could educate yourself. Can Dante play Diva? Not really.
No, I think at certain points here, like you play closest corner, like sure, I think the Cassidy can be a little bit better here, but still feels like you're going to get outranged. And then they do have Squid move off of...
No, just Jobby, nobody else? Okay. You have the monopoly on education, I guess. He's looking for Orisa ultimate. Nice little shot there from Vision. Even this is just like, he's got to be super careful. He needs to ult here. Oh, maybe he can get out. That's Suzu and Spin. Why they sub Sunjin for Chopper if they're going to play Sojin anyway? I don't know. It might be that there's a chance that they play something else depending on what Luminosity rolls out on. Sojin has also looked really good on the Sojourn. It might be the opposite. It might be that they want Chopper for certain swaps. I don't know. I really don't know. Loyal. 3 stream streak and you say loyal? Bro, that's 1 week of streams. That's like a New Year's resolution for 7 days. That's not even, that's nothing. Is Japanese cup dice game. Oh, okay. What are we, Spilo? More than friends now, surely? Well, maybe. I need to keep a running count of how much money has been donated, I think. Then we could have a conversation. You have gifted some subs before, true. I need to remember that. I think Winston's going to be tough here. I wouldn't be surprised if Riker swaps. Maybe they play for a Primal, but I think the Orisa is pretty good here. Orisa cast... Oh, there's the swap. I could educate myself. That's past tense. Did you get Commander X for me? I need to spend my coins. No, spend your coins here. If this guy's going to AFK stream farm like freaking Evil Langwin, then he deserves to have his coin spent on another man. I will shamelessly plug as a better coin recipient. Wow, they canceled the interruption. They interrupted the Kitsune. That's wild. No Suzu, big slammers. Beat is wasted by opener, and that's going to be an easy disengage. As long as Vision doesn't roll the wrong way, Vision is almost dead. That was crazy from Vision. Speaking of which, you guys ever heard of the movie Brick? You ever seen the movie Brick? Who directed it? Shoot, it was the Star Wars guy, the guy that everyone hates. Ryan Johnson, that's right. The Knives Out guy, yeah. I really liked Brick. I think that's the top thing about underrated movies. I think Brick was underrated. It's a bit of a sweaty tryhard movie. You gotta like noirs, you know. But I'm a big noir fan. I liked it. I thought Brick was really good. Oh.
That's fine. They use both support. There's a one. Guys, carry the high noon.
Yeah, camp the high noon. Sunjin at the very end there.
It is good. It's unique. You'll either like it or you won't like it, and you'll know pretty quickly whether you're gonna like it or not. It's a consistent mood. I enjoyed it. I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Thoughts in 7? I haven't seen it. Might be a little too violent for my tastes. What made you think about Brick? Matt saying something about Brick. Orisa versus Orisa. Cassidy is 1. Cassidy being 1 means that there's attention pulled away from Dante. Dante is also now 1. And then they clear out King. King's recall is forced. Moment of vulnerability here. Kitsune rush now. That was good by Timeless. That was good by Timeless. Good little... Oh, I don't know where Fortify was. Oh, that's a... This is such a hard choke to break, man. Such a hard choke. You really need like a hero play. Like you need somebody to hit a rail or a pulse or like an overwhelming old economy. Yeah, it's just tough. Not a violent movie? Okay, good to know. Thanks, Clap. I have a whole list of movies that we have to get to. I have a monstrous list. I am definitely the spreadsheet guy when it comes to stuff like that.
looks like they won't even be able to complete the map. As
Not scared of violence.
They get Rocket as he was going for the touch.
Yeah,
That's it.
touches, maybe the Orisa gets there. Terra Surge comes out.
Pretty big Terra Surge there.
But they got the Suzu.
Suzu
Ends
and
up killing the Widowmaker. Sunjun ends up falling over. A nice little Suzu, but open awaits.
yeah, it was a good hold. I mean, you know, eventually once Luminosity's composition like actually functions, it surprisingly functions. But
Trying to lay down that sound barrier.
yeah,
Set up halted. Just
indifferent to violence.
minutes almost in the time bank. You're whittled down to OT, and then you can't finish.
Do I like old movies? I do. I like all types of movies. I am a broad taste in movies, genres, times.
The end, right? Like as they kind of come down this home stretch to the
I have a very broad musical taste, or movie taste.
you know, especially with Riker having to like break LOS a lot of the time to keep him up. So
Invincible, yeah.
Switch, right? They try, you know, Maga, the Kitsune Rush interruption there.
Shrek is good. Shrek is good, yeah. And Timeless saying it made it lost on purpose to get into a better bracket. I don't know. I'm out of the loop when it comes to the bracket stuff.
Luminosity, right? You can play a little bit slower, more bunkery on the defensive side of things, right? How do you
Invincible is the TV show, right? The superhero TV show, the anti-hero show,
All right. Yeah,
like The Boys or whatever, but it's like animated.
icy here, but the flexibility on
Stray Dogs. I might have seen Stray Dogs.
pretty insane.
Yeah.
I would say everything covered, and Riker especially on this map.
I'm considering watching the last John Wick movie. Is the last John Wick movie okay standalone? I really don't want to go through all the John Wick movies.
Although Luminosity, I think sticking with
Yeah, it's the Think meme. Yeah, I remember that reference. I've seen Holes. It's interesting. Airbud too. No, I've not seen The Boys.
You did hear the Diva thrusters? Okay, no. Dante's going to stick
keep it
on the Orisa. Yeah, okay. So they're keeping that. A little bit shocked to that, but
I think Luminosity's comp is pretty good. Obviously, second point's going to be a little bit of a different story, but we'll see. Are they going to go Zarya? Are they going to go Zarya? They're going to go Zarya, aren't they? I don't know. Zarya just doesn't aid.
a little bit too susceptible to like the tracer and the choke and whatnot.
Bap probably. Yeah, I mean,
Here too, yeah. So
it can work. You know, first point maybe not the. I don't know, guys. It definitely not going to work on second. I don't think.
like, you know,
It's good in its own. All right, good to know.
if they try and keep running this comp, like it feels like you just go Winston, then you have a huge advantage.
yeah, it very much feels like that. Of course, they can't go back to spawn right now, but they could switch over as soon as they get to the second point, if they even allow the cap for Luminosity. Immortality field already used by Luminosity there.
Telling you, and Timeless is pretty darn good for an NA team when it comes to avoiding brawl stuff, taking space, and so on. These guys do a good job. I've been very impressed this week with Timeless's overall performance when it comes to taking space and so on. Yeah, it's her range to Priest. Yes, her range gives her more options.
Go like for Timeless, like you know, when there's no bubble on the other side, it's a vision. Now we'll go over to the Sojourn.
I just don't know what Dante can reach. And now that you're not on Cassidy, the Zarya makes even less sense because there's really, I guess you just bubble yourself, but like, I don't know. They watched your scouting report. Any players you have your eyes on? I mean, I just enjoy watching Rocket play. I think CJ is an up-and-comer.
Scarier now with vision on the Sojourn.
All right, put pressure on the point. Rocket trying to match him. Already got a pulse bomb though. My word. Look at the pressure Dante is under.
Gosh, Dante just like gets his bubble. Oh, that's it. They do such a good job controlling space. Is Dante still one of the best teams out there? Yes.
Timus holding this one down easily, even though
Somebody should tell Dante that Zarya counters Diva.
generally Diva very weak, but a lot of that is actually just
Watch out, World. Jobby, I believe in you, mate.
You mentioned before, just poking at the Zarya, forcing the bubbles, and then as soon as Dante tries to make a move, and then they can just dive, collapse, and then Rocket just does his thing and just goes to the back line.
Yeah, Opener just fires some shots at King, lets him know that they know.
Look at this. Just avoids the Zarya. Wrap around the Zarya. Backline is axe. There it is. There it is. There's your angles, guys. And they're just going to point. Like Luminosity does not know how to clear space or control space. It can work. The Zarya is not good, but it's playable. And it's not just a comp diff here. It's also an execution diff, really. I want to be very clear here. This isn't just, oh, Onter picked the wrong comp. These players don't know how to control space.
When you have to play fight on the ground, on the point, and there's no threat of access to that. Comes way
The stats one? No, I didn't. White, Gabe.
All right, sound barrier, graviton surge, pulse bomb, maybe the overclock too from Vision.
Dante launches himself up into the cafe.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, nice eat there, Riker. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. And he remixed in high ground. Wow. To show appreciation if I liked it.
Riker knows it's happening. He does manage to get it off, but Dante can't peek back in. A sound barrier from opener saves the team, and with 18 seconds to go.
Oh yeah, this is cooked.
Just getting shut out. Rocket does end up falling.
Vision has to hit this shot, otherwise it's over.
Can't find the heads. He lands a headshot onto Sonjun, but it doesn't matter. There's just too many members from Timeless on the point right now. It will be Juby to touch, but I mean that's
Timeless overall is just really outplaying.
get things going on Hollywood as Timeless gets the full
Predictions.
single tick for Luminosity.
I'm curious, guys. The dice have been right 7 times in a row.
Well, 2 3-0s this late on. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, the Genji, maybe it comes back into it. Nice double kill from Juby, but it's really just not enough.
Man, it feels like that luminosity is
Will we have the most one-sided prediction ever in the next map? Is the question. Because it was like, what, 75%? Right?
defense there towards the end.
Learning another language. No, Lex, I have not. Maybe sometime long-term, but I have too many other things that I put a priority to right now.
You're just not able to get players in position for luminosity.
All right, who were the big winners here? Was there any big winner? Any big loser? Big winner? Big loser here?
They just kind of crumble under the pressure of Timeless.
It's like someone on Timeless as a dinner.
All right, chat, I'll be right back. And then we'll see if we can finish that video.
Mods, wrap it up. Just give us a quick 3-0, please.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm praying on the LG's downfall. I realize that I have IRL obligations soon, so the sooner they get this done, the better. Predictions. Prediction. Same prediction as last time. Let's do it. Pred.
Oh boy.
Professional expert, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. That is quite the Twitch name there. What eye color do I have? Like blue-green. Blue-green. Let me see if I can find a good eye color to replicate. Blue-green eyes. Oh, we got live comms. Listen.
뭐야?
Nice.
Doom is so annoying to kill sometimes.
Trying to see if I have. This is pretty close to what I have. It's like this. I would say it's probably closer to this than that, though. This or this is pretty close.
Track of Jake just screaming characters for 2 hours. It seems like that's the ideal.
Yeah, it's like closer to this.
Highest level of Overwatch of just pick a hero
Pepper.
and shout it
Come here.
a bunch of times.
Do that in your
Eye color. Closest eye color. This?
Just scream one
No.
character's name that you're shooting at. Boom. Send on him.
That's getting closer, but not quite. Wait, look at me. You have a little bit more like brown in, like
Orange.
Yeah, it's kind of like that right there.
Kind of like this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like yours, I'd say. These are like photoshopped. Well, it's not real. Photoshop is not reality.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'd say it's close. That one's similar, so that is a woman, I think. Kind of.
Yeah.
Blue-green eyes.
Why are you qualify?
Who's asking all these?
Ask Pepper, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, what were the preds? I missed the prep. Still, I think for the sub, see something in Discord and you could open on stream. Oh, bless me.
Also, sorry for being loud.
I have a gift.
I'm scared.
What is this gift? Gifted to an avatar decoration?
Meow, meow, meow.
Bro, what?
Ooh.
Bro.
Oh,
No!
It's like on top of your face, though. Oh, don't do it.
No!
Why would you do this?
No! What is wrong with you guys? No! No, I don't want to be Spilo.
I have bad news.
What?
We're getting a divorce.
Oh no, Chad, I'm stuck. I've lost everything. No. No. Dang it. All for cat ears, man. Nexus V-tubing? Oh man, guys. It's a gateway drug, man. Discord cat ears and V-tubing. It's a gateway drug, man. Now you never think it's you. Took half the best friends in the divorce. Yep. Dang, man. Beware the pipeline. Yes. The VTuber pipeline is real. Uwu Spilo VTuber. Oh gosh, darn. Okay. Ramacha versus Orisa. I don't know if the Ramacha is expecting the Zarya. I feel like surely Dante doesn't like. I don't know. I think that the Ramacha is also just pretty good here. Narrow corridor. So maybe they say the Ramacha into the Orisa anyway. Cat ears cost me my marriage. Yep. Bye bye glass. Yep. Enjoy it while you can. It's got to be gone soon. Wasn't there a fight the other day that lasted like 2 minutes here? Somebody told me about it. I didn't catch it, but wasn't there like a team fight that lasted like 2 minutes? Was it yesterday? Somebody like added me about it. Like, what a way to end it. You know, a meta that like actually is unironically had 2 minute long team fights. Unreal, man. That's actually insane, man. We're already 60 seconds in this one. The problem is that it's low risk, low reward, high risk, high reward. There's nothing in between. Ooh, King. Also, I upgraded to best friends. I'll try to actually show up for the Patreon games. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Glad to have you, mate. Uwu King. Oh, Vision. Spookers. Yeah, that was really nice. Trigger Discipline. It's a nice little pressure there from Icy. So winnable here for Timeless here. Dante dies. Still winnable. Cat ear headset. Wait, who am I thinking that had the cat ear headset? Was it Hottie or Dante? Somebody had it, ironically. Was it Guru? Who was it? Or maybe I'm thinking multiple people. Cheers, Rashi. Rack attack. No, there was somebody else, though. What is Twitter doing? Is it the Jake tweet? I saw the Jake tweet. Aspen. Oh yeah, guys, we forgot to do our dice roll. This is probably Luminosity's Jake and Surefor. Honestly, I don't care what Surefour thinks. Surefour is, respectfully, I think a lot of people that talk about like the 66 things are like the point and click hit scan players. And they're like, oh, Tracer, Lucio, ruining the game. I saw that, who was it, Gale that said something about that? I'm like, bro, you're just a point and click hit scan. Anyway, long story short, what's our dice roll? What do we want for the dice roll? What do we need for Luminosity for Timeless to win? Or for, I don't know, let's do Let's stay with Luminosity. It's a good headset. Snake Eyes? Oh yeah, that's right. Snake Eyes again? Nah, y'all. Again, failure. Nothing. 1-1 again. What is boxcars? What does boxcars mean? I think this is the most winnable one for Luminosity, though. Brawl versus Brawl, nothing fancy here. I actually unironically might have to end stream after this one either way, so I'm just praying that we ended this call here. Because I got people over. I got freaking IRL friend things. You wouldn't get it. Like a train? Oh, 3-3s. Boxcars? Okay.
Alright, Sound Barrier still in favor of Luminosity. Opener is nearing that ultimate pretty swiftly.
Timeless just needs to chill for beat. Every friends cast the next game.
It looks like they want to set one up. Yeah, okay, there you go. There's the rip. Now the Sound Barrier potentially want to wait this one. Not there. Might not be sure how close Chopper is.
Icy eats the pulse. That's big.
There is two Terror Surges going off on top of each other.
Oh, what a Suzu. Oh, they almost got it too. That was pretty good from Timeless considering they were down the ults there. They didn't have the beat. Just do a command action and leave stream on? No. You know what would be the ultimate Chad move is to raid Commander X? He's still AFK, isn't he? Be right back. Oh my gosh. Nah, we'll raid somebody. No, we'll raid somebody. No, we'll raid a low. We gotta raid lower viewer streamers, y'all. Bro, I would have, like, here's my thought process with raiding lower viewer streamers. I would have killed for a raid back when I was doing VOD reviews back in the day. I felt like I had some pretty decent educational content, but I never got a big raid from anybody. Not even a medium sizer. I got nothing. I didn't get any luck. So I'm always like, if there are decent streamers out there that all they needed a couple more eyes on them to at least snowball things at least a little bit, I'm gonna try and help, you know? Sometimes I'll raid bigger folks if there's something to do, you know, like let's say if you guys wanted to, I would raid Commander X if he was streaming the OWCS stuff, but like I would have killed someone for you. So I just want to I want to give other people the opportunity, you know? Raid Albert?
Rotate all the way around the high ground Luminosity that they don't really give themselves.
Is that a Fender champion? I don't know what it is. It's a Fender Mustang, I think. It's just kind of a whatever amp. It's raid a hot tub streamer? No.
They jump low ground, double support ultimate advantage here for Timeless as well.
Yeah, they're just playing for rush.
Does Albert need money? Is Albert employed? Does anybody know? I'll raid Albert if he's not employed. The Suzu. What a kite there. That's insane. Nobody needs viewers. All right. I'll raid Albert if he needs viewers. I'll do it. We'll do Albert. Somebody link his Twitch. Rack's on? Maybe Rack. All right. We'll raid it. Not a bad ult trade from Timeless there, but they kind of fumbled the bag after they kited initially.
Huge for Luminosity is they're able to
Is it PG bigger though? I want to avoid bigger people, you know?
Beat is also used by Timeless as well. Double support ult in that close area, very difficult to deal with, and now they'll just kind of
risk ultimate here. I think Timeless just kind of chills here. Waits for Chopper, Sojourner. Please tell us why Remy broke. Need more Twitch subs. Please Arch can be the messenger. Oh, that's sad. Here the comms. You need to try and trade here. Trading Bob is really.
Shooting wrist left.
Ooh, that was such a nasty steal from Timeless there. They lose the brawl advantage, so they just start taking off angles and stealing the cart, just pulling them apart. And so even though they have tank advantage, they can't do anything with it.
Jack, we've seen more this week than like ever. Team like Luminosity.
Wow. Now, what does Timeless want to do? Do they open one? Do they want to try and brute force us? Do they Kitsune? Do they Kitsune? No, they just Sojourn. I didn't hear that. Oh, Icy gets murked. Oh, no. Chopper. Oh, no, that's unfortunate.
That's what happens when you put him in a meat grinder there.
Still okay, though. That's reforce. They could definitely kill King here. And if you want anybody to do it, I'd take Rocket. Oh, I thought he almost killed himself. Oh, that's unfortunate. They won the 3v3 there somehow. That's actually insane there. Do you have any videos on how to review your own matches? Yes, 2. Look up Coach Yourself. There's 2 videos on YouTube. If you can't find them, let me know. Message me in Discord. Yeah, cheers, Transcend. I'm glad to hear it, mate. So where's your Reinhardt meta? Guys, surely if they'd given Reinhardt 30 armor, he would be meta. Or 35, final offer. 40 final offer. Maybe if they buff Firestrike to 122. Motor, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. We're just chilling with some OWCS companion stream nonsense. And they stall cart. There's a slide on top. They need the beat. They get the beat. Vision. They'll get the secondary beat, but they kill Squid before. Oh, they're cooking. Wow, that was a really important fight win there. Because that was going to be a messy one. And Timeless really needed to win that one. Increases shield, speed, and health. I don't think he needs more health increase, frankly. 124 Firestrike. What if they did like 124.5? Would that not be funny where you literally could not see the health sliver? You like the rage idea? Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I think Timeless just parks it here. I think. And then Kitsune. I don't think they really have anything to fight for high ground outside of Kitsune Rush, and I don't think... Prime Fortify is used. Pulse goes wide. Kitsune now. The dice never lie, guys. The dice never lie. We didn't even necessarily stack the odds too much against the dice either. The dice never lie. Never. Never lie. Wow, 10% for LG. Honestly, I think the 10-to-1 ratio was really undeserved. I think LG has at least a 30% chance to win that one. So whoever voted for LG, not even a bad prediction from you there in terms of like the odds, you know? You could have won big there. But yeah, that's it. That's cooking, man. All right, where's the Albert stream here? Who the frick names himself? Yeah. I tell you what, man. Yeah, Albert is way too interesting for 14 viewers. Let's toss it right over to Albert. Albert is way too interesting to have 14 viewers, man. Twitch meritocracy in shambles. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Loves and kisses. Tell Albert I said hey. I'll see y'all later. Exclamation mark Patreon. Exclamation mark your mama. You guys know the routine. I'll chat with you later. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Spilo out.